Gonna change
I was born in it.
With my hockey stick. Gonna make a real difference. Feed the poor and heal the sick.
Guys, this is episode 50.
No, it's
Bum, bum,
not.
bum.
Is it?
It is.
Go watch each and every one of them.
Oh my goodness! Welcome to the podcast episode 50.
I'll give you something to do.
50. Guess where that is? That's halfway to 100.
100.
And speaking of numbers, we forgot to congratulate Jeremy on the last episode for reaching
1
1 million.
Thank you.
followers.
1 million.
I mean,
Awesome, pal.
I remember watching Jer when I was about 12, and to see now that he hits 1 million in 2023 last year, because we're a little bit late to
We're a
the
little
party.
late on that. Congratulations, guys. Hey,
Yeah, it was
thanks. Thanks. You
unbelievable
finally noticed. You
accomplishment.
finally noticed.
But that just goes out to your consistency, your hard work, your dedication
The grind.
to wanting to grow the game. I see a sign up in here. What does it say, Jeremy? The sign? To inspire,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know actually.
Oh, you didn't memorize it, eh?
It was to inspire, to create, to grow the game.
Yeah. The mission to share my passion with the world, inspire, grow, teach, entertain.
There it is.
Chippy's entertaining. That's
Yeah, I've taken that entertainment quote there and
sharing the joy.
trying to share the joy and share a little bit of laughter every single day.
I would say the biggest thing to get to 1 million. I didn't ever think I would get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube because I looked at kind of like, okay, when do I get the most? How many am I getting? Doing the math, it was at like 350,000. I was like, I need to get like 1,000 a day for like 3 years straight to get to 1 million. And in the hockey industry, I'm like, if I want to get to 1 million, I got to go outside. I got to start like daily vlogs or
Yeah.
something. But I love hockey, so I stuck with hockey because that's what I like to do. So the type of videos, it's what matters in the soul, in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to please fans that I don't even know. You know what I mean?
So now you have 1 million hockey-minded
Yeah.
people that subscribe to you on YouTube.
Wow.
A lot of it came from some not so hockey
Some
stuff.
shorts.
What really
Shorts that cost,
happened
eh?
is YouTube introduced the YouTube Shorts, and here's the crazy thing. So we're making banger videos. We're hiking up mountains and finding lakes in the Appalachian Mountains, the Sierra Nevadas, and going to caves and skating in them and stuff. And these videos are crazy good. Amazing. I love them. Maybe it's because I'm the one who made the videos. Maybe that's why I feel that way, right?
No bias. No bias.
But here's the thing. That's a 10-minute long video. We're sleeping outside in the woods in -20 weather and building skating trails all night. We're doing some
Yeah.
crazy stuff, right? And I feel that's worth 1 million views.
Mm-hmm.
But YouTube, they're like, yeah, we're going to show that to people in December and then pump the brakes in the summer. No one wants to see your videos in the summer there, bud, right? But then I take like a 30-second clip of that video.
Took me 10 minutes to make.
Yep. Throw it up on YouTube Shorts. Boom. Here's 20 million views.
Yeah,
Here's 30 million views. Here's 100 million views.
Yeah.
It's the same content. It's just made so it's only 30 seconds long.
I think you single-handedly made YouTube monetize shorts because
Yeah, Jer's short.
it was
Get
just a new
rush.
thing. He started uploading them, and then every video he put up was getting at least 10 million. They're like, we should probably pay this guy.
Thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks YouTube. No, but
YouTube.
it's funny because it's just like a different way. But once those shorts started hitting, that's when the subscribers started rolling in, and I get up to 1 million. And they started showing my videos in like India and America too. Like all my views were in
Yeah, I
Canada.
feel like your
Yeah.
content's pretty evergreen. Like to people that are just like interested in like ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like people that just want to see like frozen.
I'm gonna rename you the Ice King.
Ice King.
Yeah, like just like the titles just have like
Ice Daddy. Ice
Ice
Daddy.
Dad-
Puck
Ice Daddy.
Ice Daddy.
Yeah.
I don't like
Ice.
that. Cold as ice.
Yeah.
Ice
You
Daddy.
gotta buy a big iced out chain for 1 million. Or
Yeah.
You could just do a remix of Ice Ice Baby. Ice Ice.
Oh, there we
Daddy.
go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
incredible.
thank you. What's going on in the hockey world today? Let's
Well,
dive
before
into
we
this
get
pod.
into
Oh, Haden,
what's
just
going on, I
can't
just wanted to
wait
gloat.
to talk about this.
I just wanted to gloat a little bit on my predictions for the World Junior
Well,
tournament.
Speaking of views, our most viewed TikTok on the Puck Daddy account, which if you don't follow, 30,000 people are following us on TikTok.
Oh yeah, go
Yeah.
over there.
If
Like,
you're not amongst
what
them,
do you know?
you're not even a Puck Daddy if you don't
What do
follow
you
us on
mil?
All right, so what do we got? 850,000 views there. We're gonna hit 1 million, I think.
It's probably on the road to 1 million views. It's
Road.
definitely our most viewed by a couple 100,000 at least.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Wow.
just because I nailed each pick, and
Yeah.
you guys completely were laughing at it.
Yeah.
No, because I think I had Czechia and Sweden. Every country wanted to comment, this guy's a clown. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I had all of Sweden and all of Czechia just
Hey,
not liking my takes at the
Nope.
World Juniors at all. But you know what?
that's what happens when you take a strong side.
I
right?
didn't think I took a strong side. I did a video for every team.
Yep.
I made fun of Canada when they lost. I made fun of every team when they
See,
lost.
the thing is,
Mhm.
I opposed Canada by saying they're not going to be in
Yeah,
the top
you were
3. But Canadians are so nice that I didn't get any
No.
heat for it.
You know what?
And then the
You
fact
should've.
that I picked
You
3
should've.
off countries, I'm just the hero because I got it right.
Well,
I know.
let's
I'm
let's
just-
be honest. On
Go-
paper, USA was stacked. They had a lot of studs in that team.
yes.
Canada had Celebrini, and like they had some players, and what I thought would carry them is the NHL talent they were bringing down, like Easton Cowan and Fraser Minton. I thought that would help a lot. Didn't make a huge difference. But yeah, the U.S. had a stacked squad.
Mhm.
Sweden, they're playing at home, and they always put up a good.
Yeah, I
They've
mean,
got like
I
12
mean,
silver
Sweden gets
medals.
bailed out in that bronze medal game. If you want to really talk about it, I'm still here for it. That bronze medal game when they called a penalty with 1:30 for a guy that poked
Well, that's
someone that
wild.
was
Against
was
Switzerland.
from in front-
Switzerland.
and- yeah,
Yeah.
Switzerland should have won that game.
Yeah,
Switzerland
they
had
could
hit the
have.
post in overtime twice,
Yeah, it was a close.
and then they got it, and then Sweden got another power play,
But Hayden knew that was going to happen. That's why he put them as silver, right?
I just
and Sweden
I
gets
just
another
saw
power
everything happening
Yeah, he
in my
predicted the
head.
future. So Hayden nails the predictions: USA gold, Sweden silver, and Czechia bronze. I love the call for Czechia's bronze. And you know what? Czechia is like, hey, what the heck? We almost won gold last year. Like they place,
Yeah.
they play hockey, right?
Uh-huh.
But everyone just thinks it's gonna be Canada, USA, Sweden, Canada, USA, Sweden, Finland. Mixed Finland in there a little bit, and like Germany, Switzerland, Czechia, Slovakia. They're like they're out.
Yeah, Finland. Like I can't believe Finland lost the bronze game. I was watching the bronze game. They were up like 2 goals.
Yeah.
With 3 goals. They're up 5-2.
Yeah.
Fucking
5-2 with a few minutes left.
Czechia came back up 4 goals in like 50 seconds or something.
Crazy
Yeah.
turn of events. That's insane.
I wasn't watching the game. Then I saw them tie it up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I thought my predictions were going to be wrong, and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden they came back and won.
And you're like, "Ole."
I looked, it
Yeah.
was like 5-2 or something like that with 4 minutes left. And I was like, oh, I guess Hayden didn't nail it. And then I look at half an hour later, 8-5 win. I'm like, what happened there?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
insane.
Insane. And the crazy thing, though, is like Canada, they got put out in the quarterfinals. They were so close that, like, it was a good game. They were putting on pressure. They had shot after shot after shot. The Czechia goalie was just lights
oh my
out.
God, you wouldn't let
right?
anything by him.
And you know that's how it is in a single elimination game. If they get one lucky bounce that goes off someone's leg and in, you're out of the tournament.
Yeah.
And sorry, like you play that game 10 times, Canada might win 9 of the times and be at least placing for medal.
Yeah, their goalie really gave them the chance to have the bounces go their way. You know, like if your goalie's not firing on all cylinders like that,
Yep.
then you're going to let some pass, and it's not; those bounces aren't going to be as big a deal because you're already losing.
Yeah.
But when you're keeping the door shut for so long, the bounces are eventually going to go your way. You know.
I'm going to give credit to the USA though, because they have a good development system. It used to be everyone wanted to play in Canada. Now some people are going to the States to play. They have they restructured their whole system. They made a new model for like youth development,
Mhm.
and they have a path, a solid path for players to move up. And especially in Minnesota, they play high school hockey.
Mm-hmm.
In Canada, there is no high school hockey.
No, it's just like
No.
a joke.
Yes, if you're playing high school hockey in Canada, it's because you didn't make the rep team or you didn't play AAA.
Honestly,
Like, some kids play both, but it's hard to, right?
The minor hockey in Canada is seeming to be like a shit show.
It's turning into a business now.
It's a shit show. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on. There's people starting new leagues because they're not allowing these kids to play on the ice surface that they need to be playing on.
Yep.
The development, it's just the drama.
Oh,
I don't know. Like, I feel like it's just turned into like,
It's going to be the reverse Hughes brothers. Kids born in Canada are going to get dual citizenship to go play in the
go play in the
States
States.
instead of the reverse.
well,
That's
yeah, well, like,
crazy.
yeah, that's insane how that worked, eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, Canada can figure out their development. I mean, we're talking about it like we didn't go back-to-back golds.
I,
But
well, I know, but this is what always happens when they don't
It's
play.
based on pure talent, though.
I was trying to find a comment that I screenshotted. I couldn't find it on my phone, but basically, someone said that in Quebec, he said hockey in Quebec is a joke. The coaches only coach to win games and not to develop players.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's how it is. Like goalies don't get developed here.
Mm.
Like goalies do not get the development unless they're they're spending $1 zillion on a private trainer. But like,
Yeah.
no.
Well,
goal in our
that was
team.
another comment. Is that it's a pay to play. It's like if you want to be good, you need the money to pay for all these private coaches and stuff like that.
Right.
And like it is kind of true. All the best coaches get
Right,
pushed
looks
up.
like we know our new venture. Hockey development in Canada.
Oh, yeah?
We're about to change the game.
Dude, there's already some people doing that with their own leagues, private leagues for kids,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like, okay, you're a coach, you want to win games, and that's kind of like what comes back to you, like, oh, how good was I? How many games did we win? What was our record at the end of the year? But then you get like a team of decent players, instead of you get 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds that actually know how to skate and pass. You just stop developing them. Okay, let's work on the breakout. Let's work on team systems, and you just yell at them so they can win as a team. But like, it doesn't really push their skill that much further.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
So how do you do it? What's
How do you
the
do it?
answer? What's
How
the
do you
answer?
do it? It means you put them through hockey school, time there
Camps
too.
and stuff.
Every school in Canada should have a hockey program.
There we
That's
go.
the answer. Every school in
yes.
Canada should be catering to their hockey players. That's the only. That's
How
the
much do
only
I love
thing
that?
we have.
And
Hockey is the only thing Canada has. We don't have anything
Preach.
else.
preach.
Okay,
Skills
we're
only.
getting better at basketball.
Yeah.
Hockey's our sport. If we lose hockey,
Yes.
we lose our nation.
We need
We
to get
need to
kids
have
on ice.
Kids on ice at age 2. Since preschool should have a hockey program.
Mhm.
These kids should be reading books in their skates.
And we need a curriculum. Okay, so in kindergarten, you're learning your edges.
Yeah,
right?
inside edge. What's an outside edge?
Exactly.
What's Crosby edge work?
Mm-hmm. Right?
What's toe drag release? That's
grade-
going to be in the dictionary soon.
Grade 1, grade 2, it's like, okay, did you pass? Do you fail? We're giving grades on how good your crossovers
What's a one-touch pass?
Everyone's gonna talk in hockey lingo
Area
like you're all in the
passes,
locker
yeah.
room.
Yeah, exactly. What's a saucer pass?
Hey, buddy, can you area pass me that PBJ sandwich, bud?
Yeah,
right? And
where's F1 go? I want my kid knowing where F1, F2, and F3 is going by the end of kindergarten.
It's like you get those grade 3 kids, right? And it's about to be recess. And I want them to be like, okay, F1's going to the lockers.
Yes.
F2 is going to the pop
Exactly.
machine. F3
Where's
is going to the
F3? High,
bathroom.
supporting
I
on the
want,
hill.
I want the D supporting at the recess doors, right?
Yeah, I want F3 on the top of the hill, high. I want him watching everything what's going on in the playground. F3 is high on the playground,
Mm-hmm.
on top of the slide, wherever F3 is always elevated. Because F3 always needs to be high.
It would be unreal, though, eh?
Let's get these kids figuring it out at a younger age.
The government is putting money into the wrong
I don't want
things.
them learning science.
Why are we sending
Maybe a little bit of science with edges.
maybe a
but
little science? Yeah, the science of hockey. Science
Yeah,
of slap
science
shot.
of
They need to learn like the
maybe a
proper
little bit of physics.
angles. Yeah, like the angles off the boards for bank
Not
passes.
even just watch Coach Chippy's toe drag release camp.
See, I kind of have a opposing opinion to
Okay.
that
Do you?
Go ahead.
Do you?
Yeah, let's hear it.
because I feel like
And Hayden's now American.
Yeah,
Just so you guys know.
yeah, because he thought Canada wasn't even going to win a medal in the World Juniors, and he was right. But that's
manifested
still very
And he
unpatriotic.
and he manifested it.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
No,
Or
actually,
you think we're joking? Like he manifested that.
made it happen.
created
I'm
that-
actually upset with you now that you made that. Like
Yeah, you're welcome.
I am like extremely upset.
you said, it and then went out to
So
the
it's like,
internet.
oh, I got another opposing view. Of course. What's this opposing?
Well, what next? You're going to say Leafs aren't going to win the
You're
cup?
saying kids shouldn't be playing hockey till 15.
No, I don't have an opposing view on. I kind of like the idea of the school, like
you.
incorporating hockey into
Thank
school. Maybe not to the extremes that you guys are talking, but I do think that would actually be pretty beneficial for hockey in Canada.
Yeah.
But my
Thank you.
opposing view would be that I don't think the reason Canada lost is because of poor like understanding and positional play and all this stuff. It's because they're trying to do too much of that. They're passing the puck too much instead of getting down to the grassroots that made Canada what it is today, which is like you drive the net, you play hard, you play
The
Canadian
physical
style hockey.
side.
You saw the
Physical side.
Armstrong video.
Ah.
What Armstrong video?
No, I was
Arm
thinking
dog.
about that too.
He talked about we have or was it Arm Dog?
Yeah, I know. I
He
got
says-
the vid.
He says we look like every other team.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
We
right.
look like every other country. Like Canada used to be,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was also on the big ice where that is not as prevalent
I'm not saying they need to go out and body everyone. I'm just saying that we're like
We should be,
we
no?
have the talent. The talent pool in Canada is still strong. We have the best players in the world coming up here still.
Mhm.
But they're trying to do too much with it. They just need to get down to grassroots and use the talent to go to the net, try to score.
Yeah,
You know, like
we wouldn't throw anything on net. Like I think we got psyched out from the big ice because the guys did. Every other team that played on the big ice was throwing stuff from the point. We were trying to like everything needed to be like calculated and like a backdoor tap in instead of just throwing stuff.
they're overthinking it.
Yeah, because they're too. Don't shoot in the shin pads because too many coach. Don't shoot in the shin pads, D man. No shin pads. So the defense never want to shoot the puck
Yeah.
because you're getting screamed at by your AAA coach. No shin pads, and if you hit the shin pads, you're gonna be off for the period. Tell these coaches to figure it out. Sometimes you're gonna hit the shin pads. Okay, I'm 12.
It's a
coach.
numbers game. It's
I'm
a numbers
12.
game.
I'm gonna hit the shin pads a couple times. You know what I'm saying? These coaches are just,
Mhm.
ooh, no mistakes, and that's why they feel like, oh, we can't shoot the puck because coaches can be, oh, that's a bad shot. There were shin pads there. Could have went the other way.
Yeah.
These other teams are just like seeing eye throwing these things, and they were getting deflected. Half our goals against were from the point.
The winning goal for Czechia went off the guy's
From
shin
the
pads.
point.
From
Yeah,
his shin pads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Shin pads is a bonus.
Aim for the shin pads.
I'm extremely
Aim for the
frustrated with the nation.
aim
with
for the groin.
with a non-meddling finish.
Hey,
It's tough. It's a tough world right now.
in men's league, you should aim for the shin pads because your aim is so bad, you'll probably miss them and you might score.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
think you're hitting the two toothpick legs on the other team? No, it's
Exactly.
gonna go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stare right at those shin pads and rip it. You're going to miss by 4 inches and it's going to go wide of the shin pad, top corn.
And if you hit them, they can just slash you for the rest of the game.
And say
no,
you suck at hockey.
Yeah.
The coaches I had growing up, no shin pads, no rim in the puck.
Oh, yeah.
This is AAA.
Put it on the tape. Put it on
Walk the
tape.
middle. I mean, walk the middle. Of course, you got to walk the middle, but it was
Yep.
just like, and now you've like scared me. If I even try to shoot this thing, it's like a mistake.
Yeah.
Chappie, I would love to find your old coach and have them sit on our bench in for the old paint cans game and see what they developed. see what he created,
Yeah.
right?
What do you mean?
Well, what would he say? Okay, we take your old AAA coach. He hops on the bench as the coach,
What would he say about your game?
right? He's gonna watch you play. Are you gonna make him proud?
Oh yeah.
Is-
I'll,
Are you doing everything he
yeah,
said?
I'll try to contact some of my old coaches.
Yeah,
Yeah, I still got some contact.
I was actually thinking we should just like hire a coach for.
that's what I'm
every
saying.
men's
Throw
league.
throw a AAA coach on our bench and just have him tear us apart.
Like, give them one practice
That would be
with,
jokes.
with men's players, like men's league players. One practice, one game. See if he can improve the result.
And just for the content, I would oppose everything he says to me, right? So if he's like, "What were you doing down low there?" and I'll be like, "Well, did you?" Like, just go at him, like counter every opinion, and get in a big
he'll
like
bench
fight.
you.
Yeah, he'll bench me. I'm not seeing the second period.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, that's what it was.
I know we only have 8 players, but you're not touching the ice again. All the
That
other
would be
players
funny.
are like,
That would-
Coach, please let Jericho on. We're so tired. No, he didn't get the puck in deep.
Why? You're on the wing. Why are you down below the goal line? That's the defenseman's job. Well, the defense is on
I'll
the
talk
other
to
side
him
of
about that.
The defense is on the other side of the ice. Who's gonna get the puck?
That would be funny to be well coached.
That would be jokes. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Bedsy broke his jaw. or
Yup.
Fractured his jaw.
Should have never took the cage off.
And it was on a kind of an interesting play. He was dipsy doodling through. He was reaching for the puck and then took a hit. That's going to happen when you're small. You're going to take some impact to the face if you're leaning over.
That's a 5 in a game in the double IHF.
If you're reaching, they're teaching.
And he had contact,
they
5 in a
teach.
game.
Yeah,
is.
because
It
it is
would've been.
any head contact. But in the NHL, it's like it depends on if it's a clean hit first or not.
If you're 5'11" and you're looking,
Was it a little high?
Hey, what? No, it's just right in his
Was
shoulder.
it a little bit of an elbow?
And the guy didn't even he just stood there.
Well, guess
Yeah.
what? That same guy is the one that injured McDavid in his rookie season and broke his leg.
No way.
Yeah, same guy.
He's a Connor killer.
Yeah, he is.
Yee.
In the rookie season. He's a rookie season killer for the Stars of the league.
Wow.
Should be reviewed.
Yeah, NHL should
I-
just
I
kick him
reviewed
out
it.
for that.
I reviewed it.
I'm gonna review
Looked
it.
good to me.
I'm gonna review it tonight.
Looked perfectly fine to
What?
me.
It's only Chippy's reviews matter. Hey.
No, yeah, think so.
Yeah.
I think Connor just stick handled himself into a precarious
Ooh, you're wrong.
situation. Hey,
Well, you're
Oh,
wrong.
no, he's trying to go into 3
It
people.
wasn't he pulled the moves, but then he was reaching for the puck, so he's extra low.
Yep.
And like if you're trying to lay a hit on someone that's
You
leaning,
don't touch Bedsy in any manner that could possibly injure him.
W-
That should be there should be every
Well, they
NHL player team should have a contract. We don't touch this guy. Okay? And now guess what? Bedsy's out. Viewership's down
Mm-hmm.
because
you know what the NHL's
this guy
contract
decides
is?
to hit Bedsy in the dome piece.
You know what the NHL's contract is? He does that. All of Chicago's team gets to jump him, even though it was a clean hit.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they did.
You
They
don't-
jumped him.
you
Foligno
don't-
was in there.
Don't touch
Kurashev
Bedsy.
was in there.
I
Every guy was
You don't
going
touch
after him.
Bedsy. You
I
don't touch
barely even call it a hit. The guy just like didn't move out of the way for him.
He
You
just
know what I
kinda
mean?
stopped
Like,
a little
he
bit.
stopped,
Yeah,
he
I
stopped
know
up a bit.
Yeah, I know. I watched it and it wasn't.
It wasn't malicious.
Okay.
But
It
it's
wasn't
just
malicious. I think it was just
unfortunate.
a freak accident. Hit him in the wrong spot on the
Yep.
jaw.
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
and it
But
just,
I do think it's funny though. It's like, yeah, it's not good for the NHL when Bedsy's injured.
no.
It's not good for me because I'm going to the All-Star game and I want to see some Bedard McDavid magic out there.
I
Yeah,
do too.
Unless you're Calgary and you have a matchup against the Blackhawks coming up and you don't have Bedsy in the lineup, it's pretty much a guaranteed win, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, so
Except for when the next game they win.
okay, we got some questions. Well, actually, first of all, someone pointed out. I saw a tweet. Chicago versus Calgary. Chicago ends up beating Calgary without any of their stars because they're all injured.
Yep.
And if you added up the salary of everyone that was on the Chicago ice that day,
Mhm.
13.9 million. 13.9
I'm pretty sure
million.
there's AHL teams with more salary on their team.
There
than
might
that.
be, yeah. But basically, you go down, it's probably all like league men. Like, go down the whole list.
What are we saying?
You know,
Marner to Chicago next year
I mean,
to play with Bedsy?
maybe. Eh? Oh, Marner.
But what? No, because what's Toronto getting back in that? What does Chicago have to offer
Well, isn't
besides
he a
Bedsy?
UFA?
They're not. He's not going to walk though.
Well, he can.
I know. I'm saying they're going to trade him before they just let him walk. That's never going to happen.
I got a question for you. Is it worth it to max out? Like, if you can max out, you got the money, you got
Sign
the
and
cash.
trade.
Is it worth it to max out your cap every year?
What do you mean? Is it worth it?
Is it worth it, or do you just
Well, this is a completely different subject.
Well,
but,
like
give me a quick answer?
NHL, it's doesn't matter. It's an expense.
Well, I know, but
They
I'm-
make so much money. They need the salaries.
no, I didn't get what Jared's saying. It's a weapon. You can weaponize cap space because you can acquire players that are in UFA without having to like move players out. So it makes sense. But I'd say if you're a team that has the money, yes, you maximize the cap space as much as possible all the time.
okay.
But back on what we were saying about Marner, I don't think like a sign and trade, that's a trade. They're getting stuff back. Like there's no situation where he just walks
Draft
and goes to Chicago.
I guess they want to give up their draft picks, but we want draft picks because
But they're okay.
because Dubo
I'd also say
gave
there's
away
no
all our picks.
there's no chance that Marner walks for draft picks only. There's just zero chance.
You think so?
He's not completely agree that there's a good chance that he's not going to be a Leaf, especially now that they signed Nylander, which we'll talk about.
Yep.
But he's not walking for nothing. That's just never going to happen.
No. Marner could go to Anaheim. They got a ton of young talent.
No way. He's
Yeah?
going to Anaheim.
A ton of.
They need another forward. They're
No, that's what I'm saying. They're going to give up one of their prospects, right?
Yeah.
To get some talent now. Give away.
Give us Gauthier.
They just got him.
Sniper.
Right? Anaheim just grabbed.
Sniper.
Anaheim just grabbed
Or McTavish.
Gauthier.
McTavish.
Yeah, Mason
They
McTavish.
wouldn't give. He's like not tradable. Like
He'd be unreal. But that's what I'm saying. Anaheim can give up. They got a very young talent pool. They want some talent now.
we need defense.
Oh gosh, do we ever? But they got rid of Anaheim. Just got rid of Drysdale.
I know.
If I'm Anaheim, I'm not making any trades for talent now because it's just a waiting game.
Yeah,
They just need to wait and then find a goalie. Like
they're pretty much just trying to be bottom feeders for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
and then load up on
They're not gonna be able to
defense
afford
picks.
these guys.
Oh, fair.
Like I guess what happened with the Leafs. Like it's like you got all these guys. How do you pay all of them?
well,
I mean,
you
but they're all underperforming.
No,
'cause
you-
they're
Exactly,
not-
they're suing them. That's why.
The thing is, they'll be able to pay them because they're so bad that none of these players can put up game-changing numbers, so they can sign them to deals like the Jets did with Kyle Connor, Scheifele, Hellebuck or whatever, like $8 million dollar deals, or with who just did it
Seagulls?
recently, New Jersey. They signed Hughes because they signed him on a year where he didn't perform well. Now he's killing it.
Mhm.
You know,
What is Hughes making?
I think like 9
I didn't.
Jeez, how long?
for like 8 years. Let me see.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to
Yeah,
be
he signed long
kicking-
term. I was
kicking
surprised.
himself in his.
No,
It's
he's
64 mil over 8 years. So cap it of 8 mil, not
Yeah,
even 9.
eight.
8 mil. That's what I'm saying though. If they sign these players when the Ducks are so bad. So they just need to stay bad for another couple years so they can get everyone for eight years, and then they have like a lock.
Wow, he's got to be kicking himself. Like he could have got 16.
No, he's team friendly. He's like, okay, now we're gonna go win a cup. Hopefully, like that's the.
Bro,
Now
he's
my
making
brother
less
can
than
make more. Luke
Sid 10
Hughes
years
can make
ago.
more when he comes up. Like I'm making room for my brother,
Yeah.
and we can share it as a family wealth. You
You
know,
think that's what he's thinking, or is he thinking, man, I could have got if I waited one more year, I would have got 13.
it's like, man, I should have went to the Leafs. I could have signed for 14.
He would have done 13. He would have done 13 times 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have. Yeah, I would have.
yeah. We're talking about contracts. Do we want to talk about Nylander because he just signed yesterday, right?
Let's talk about that in one sec. What about Bedsy's injury? When's he coming back? Is he coming back like tomorrow with a full cage?
He could.
I think they said minimum 3. It's like 3 to 4 weeks, but
3 to 4
that's
weeks.
minimum.
They said 4 to 6. But
And like, do you think we're talking All-Star game, right? Is he gonna
All-Star game. Is he
like
going to be back for the All-Star
The
game?
timeline is going to be iffy on that. If
I
I'm
would-
Bedsy, I'm
I
like,
would-
no.
You're saying no?
I think he would
Hold
want
on.
to.
If you're
No.
Bedsy,
If
then
he-
yes, you would say no. But would Bedsy say no?
No, I'm saying if I'm Chicago, I'm saying no.
Oh.
Like you're not ready for
It's the
next exhibition.
All-Star game. Just they're not even. There's not even no
just
contact.
knowing his personality, he's probably like doesn't care. Like he probably doesn't even want to be. Like it's so awkward. I feel like it's an awkward. Like I feel like for the players,
But he
they
was
would
supposed
probably rather the time
to, dude. Though
off than to be cameras in your face, have to meet all these random guys from the league that you don't even know.
he was supposed to
I
compete.
mean,
though.
as an 18-year-old, it might be
I
hard.
don't know.
right?
He's a competitor. I think he's going to be like,
put
some-
at the All-Star game.
put some bubble wrap on my jaw and a full cage.
No,
and I'll be
I
out there."
guarantee he's there.
guys.
I
This is the
guarantee
thing
he
though.
was there.
He's supposed to compete for the $1 million prize with all the skills comp stuff.
There's $1 million prize.
Yeah, there's 12
I don't
players
think
competing.
he'll play in that.
Oh.
I think he's just gonna be there
No,
and chill out.
no, I'm saying he was supposed to, but I don't think he will now. I
Mm.
don't think he's playing in the All-Star game because he's going to be injured, and they're going to have to because they're not going to know until it's too close. They're going to need to replace his spot with someone else
Yeah, give it to Marner. Give it to a Leaf guy.
or Nylander.
Well,
If they-
Nylander has to be there. Like if
Well,
Nylander's not there,
He's not yet. The fans have to vote him in.
Ridiculous.
What if the fans don't vote him in? You know,
I think you guys got it wrong. Right now, Bedsy is drinking like 8 cups of milk a day. He's in a hyperbolic chamber, right? He's sucking back tubes of oxygen. Next to his bed, he just has all these oxygen
Okay,
cans.
well, if you want to ask, if you want to know what he's doing, just ask me.
Ah.
I am his coach.
I think he's got.
He's gonna be completely healed in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's
It'll be
doing forearm pumps.
unprecedented.
I can't get this kid to stop pumping his forearms.
Exactly. Unprecedented
He's been doing
recovery.
Quad squats, and I've been working on a new cage for him.
even if he's
Don't worry about it.
okay. So if he's back in 3 weeks, let's say,
Yep.
I don't think that he'll be
If
in
you
the
don't
All-Star
think
game
the
because they need to.
NHL If
No.
you don't think the NHL is gonna force this kid,
He'll
to
be there. He
on
won't be
TV,
playing on the ice though. Is what I'm saying.
He's
half
gonna
the
wait.
guys aren't playing on the ice. It's only 12 guys.
He's
No.
gonna
In the game.
ascend from a helicopter during the All-Star game. Everyone's gonna think he's out. He's gonna have like bandages on his chin the day before. I don't know, I can make it. and then the next day, a chopper, and he just drops lowered onto the ice.
Players play with broken jaws like right after they even like the next
do.
day.
Not for
They put a
stuff
bubble
that's
on.
just for fun though. You know.
It's not fun
Well,
for
this is
him.
like
let's-
4 weeks from.
Let's
now.
remember what
It's $1 million.
happened. Hey?
He's only making how much this year? $1 million? Not even.
No, that's what I'm
850.
saying. He was supposed to be in that, but they can't count on him being back when he's injured right now, and they need to fill that spot. They're
Let's
not
re-
going to kick someone else out after telling them they can come in.
Let's remember what happened when he was making $0, when he was paying to play hockey, and he broke his arm, and all he did was practice with one hand.
Why is there not $1 million prize for the influencer skills comp when we?
Oh,
go?
you didn't hear? It is. I'm gonna take a tire iron to your ankles
Like,
in the parking lot before.
I
so I'm-
think it would be more fun to watch the guys compete for $1 million that actually would like it would be life.
need it.
Yeah, that actually need it. No, what is that not true though? Would you not
It'd be-
watch rather
yeah, it's
12
like
guys?
You don't watch reality
You know
TV
what?
with people that are already billionaires. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Toss?
Millionaires.
Like if you threw like all the creators
Yeah.
for that $1 million, like how nasty.
Hey, you know what? I'd be happy if Bettman just reached into his wallet, like opened it up and pulled a few hundies out and offered that up. Hey,
Yeah, that would
hey,
be nice.
Get off your wallet, Betty. Hey,
Yeah.
Bettman.
But
Hey.
with
No, the
back to
creators
Bedsy.
compete for
5,000. You could toss $5,000 in there, make it interesting.
A shootout comp, like
Yeah,
get Coach Chippy competing for $1 million.
Man, $1 million is a lot, but like even if they made it 10 grand,
I mean, $1 million's a
pennies.
lot, but these guys are getting $1 million. They don't need the milli.
They don't need it.
They don't need the
Oh.
milli.
What do you think? The guy who wins it, he's just giving it to charity? You can't win
No.
it.
Depends on who.
He's going out for dinner. He's going out
I think there'll be a charitable portion of it.
He's going out the chef butcher.
There'll be like 100K to their cause, and then 900 pocket.
There'll be 50K to the cause.
50K.
950 pocket.
Okay, but back to Bedsy. I wanted to get this point out. If he miraculously heals and comes back in like 2 to 3 weeks,
Not a miracle.
he's coming back to play actual games, but it's gonna be too late. He's not gonna be in the All-Star game. That's my prediction.
Okay. He's
If
coming
he-
back for the All-Star.
But he's also not gonna miraculously heal faster than
Yeah, he will.
what doctors say he
Yeah,
will. That's just not gonna happen.
He is that guy.
I'm sending Magic into the universe right now, and he's like his jaw's healed.
It's already healed.
Bedsy's jaw is healed. Bedsy jaw.
They'll do a thing where he's like on the off ice stuff, where they do like a little
I'm
challenge
saying he's
off
gonna
ice
be there. So,
entertainment
like,
thing.
I think we're talking about the same thing, but you were saying he's not gonna be at the All-Star game, and I'm saying he's gonna be at the All-Star.
I'm saying there's a difference between being at the
Right.
event
No,
and
you gotta
being
take
in the
you gotta
All-Star
take
game.
your side. He's either there or he's not.
He could do the skills comp.
Dude,
How could you not stick him around some pylons with a broken jaw?
if you come to men's league but you just sit in the stands, are you really at men's league?
Yep.
Did you really play?
No, he's gonna
you
be
know?
on the TV the whole time. He's gonna be getting interviewed.
Yeah, he's going to be involved. The NHL's not going to just not have him there. I'm just saying he's not going to be in the skills comp or the game,
No.
which is basically not in the All-Star game. He's at the game, not in it.
Strongly disagree.
All right. You guys talk about Nylander's extension. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh,
Nylander.
Nylander. It's William Nylander.
Is it Nye? Now?
It's Nylander.
Nye?
It's William Nylander.
Now it's Nylander because he got the bag. So
Because
he's
it's
changing his
Nylander.
Nylander.
No, I remember when he first came in the league, all the announcers were like, one of the announcers was calling him Nylander.
Mm.
And I'm like, is it Nylander? Like,
I think it's 11.5-ender.
it's 11.5 lander.
11.5-ender. William 11.5-ender.
William, big bag, William.
So 8 years, which is nice. How do
8 years.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about
I
that?
mean, that's my guy. You know what I mean? Willie Styles. Like, his
Mhm.
name's Willie Styles. I don't care if it was 13. You know what I mean?
You okay?
I want my guys getting paid.
You're right.
Okay?
Right.
I'm on the player side.
Okay.
I want the players to make as much money as possible because the owners have all the money.
Mhm.
So if the players are generating that revenue, which
Mhm.
Nylander does, he's a stud. He's got some style on the way into the rink.
Yep.
He's changing the game. Look at him over in Sweden. He was on TV shows.
Oh,
He's
it's-
growing the game.
Insane.
I think he deserves the pennies.
Yep.
I think he's on pace for 120 points,
Okay? Is he
which
gonna?
is more than Matthews has ever had in his
Oh,
career.
he'll get more points. Yeah. Is he going top 5 in the league? He's top 5 right now. Is he gonna finish top 5?
Maybe he's gonna chill out a little bit because he's got paid 11.5. He's not too worried.
Now he sits back. Hey.
He sits back,
He's,
and I'm okay with him cruise
every-
controlling. I'm okay with
Hey.
him hitting cruise control.
every time point streak, 17-game point streak. I missed one. 10-game point streak. Oh, didn't get one. This 8-game point streak. He's just a point. He's a streak machine, right?
It's a streak machine.
And then he signs that deal. 10 games without a
If he
point.
doesn't get
eh?
a point tomorrow, if he doesn't get a point tomorrow night,
He hits 3 just before he signs. San Jose, 3 points,
but
2 goals,
Is
assist.
there more pressure once you sign the deal, or was there more pressure when he hadn't signed the deal and he bet on himself? Like that's
I think yeah. Now he's getting the bag. He's just he's got a big smile and he's just floating around the
Is he
ice.
just gonna float now? Is he just gonna float now? But what if you're more loose,
Yeah.
you might just be more
Is
like
that better or worse?
you get better because you're just like, oh, I got my bag now. Like I feel like it's more pressure to have bet on yourself
Right.
because that 9 could have turned to 7-5 if
Oh
he-
yeah.
like let's say he's got half the amount of points he has right now.
Yeah.
And he's struggling
Yeah.
and couldn't score for 15 games.
Which is wild. Like you got your whole career behind you, but if you play half a season poorly at the wrong time,
That's what I'm saying.
your dollar value for the next 8 years, like he could be getting like say 8 million a year because of a few bad months.
Like that
of
just
hockey.
showed like Nylander's got some he's got some mojo. He's
Yep.
like, I'm coming in betting on myself
All right.
and he deserves at 11.5 lander.
Little skit here, little scenario
Well, I was gonna do the Minute Madness.
with Nylander.
It's gonna be this.
Oh, okay, never mind that.
We could do it now.
No, I didn't know if you were gonna go in this
Let's just do
direction.
it now. Fuck. No, because now okay, we were thinking about it now.
It could be different. Yours is probably different.
Okay, Minute Madness.
My direction was Big Willie getting paid. Matthews getting paid. Marner's obviously getting paid. Wants to get paid again. We got Tavares, right? How's Joseph Wall, right? Nylander walks in, right? What's Joseph Wall saying when Nylander walks in the room? Is he like, a coach, is there any left over for me? Hey, got a little left for the defense?
Yeah.
A little left for the, what about Liljegren?
No, we got 50% tied up in 5 players. 10% each, boys.
Hey, Joseph,
Yeah.
steak dinner on me tonight, buddy.
Oh, great.
You don't have to worry about your equipment, dude. We got you.
Yeah, Joseph. Hey, what do you need? Do you need Uber Black? You can't afford the Uber Black? I got you, Joe. Don't worry about it.
We got 6 defense back there saying, they're just doing the math in their head.
Decor.
Yeah, so,
Hey, no, Decor. I got you guys some new Rolexes. Okay, I'm gonna buy all my Decor some Rolexes. Goalie,
Yep.
you're getting a Rolex too. It's like the quarterback.
Thanks, Willie.
that's
Thanks, Willie.
It's the quarterback that's buying all the watches for the front line, the offensive line.
You gotta keep your defense and goalies happy now because you just ate off their plate.
I know.
He said, give me some of that. Give me some of that. Oh, what you got over there? You got dessert? Let me try some of that. Ain't nothing left for the defense. The goalies, eh?
I
And
think
then there's Matthews, Marner, and Nylander, and Tavares, and Riley. Just we're flying separate, boys. We're flying separate.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a lot more of the contract talk and all that stuff is a lot more of a private thing that isn't discussed, and they treat it as a team.
Oh, you don't think Matthews, Marner, and Riley are not
Riley knew about it. They asked him. They said,
are not pissing their pants?
no.
Like, they're
Riley,
dying. They're like, you don't think Matthews and Marner and Nylander are not like, boys, we're making 10 plus. Like you.
No,
they're talking about it.
They feel that, but I'm saying like is in terms of like day-to-day stuff, they're treating everyone the same on the team.
I think
Yes.
amongst the team,
Yes, but
they
I'm
knew
saying
that the
when
deal
they're
was coming.
when their 3 are together. I'm saying when they're not with the whole team
Like
and,
behind the scenes, you
and
think?
they're going to Gucci store. They're going to the Gucci store
I
to
think
buy
it's
a
like
new
an
bag.
unsaid thing. They're like, yeah, we're different, but they don't just like gloat about it. They want everyone on the team to be like a team.
No, I was talking to someone who was on the I guess he was at the Leafs training camp, and
Mhm.
I think he's playing on the Marlies, and he said just Matthews, like he was in the room with Matthews during the preseason game. He played a preseason game,
Oh yeah.
and he said just the
Who was
aura.
it? Do you know? Or
I forget his name.
Hmm.
His aura, like Matthews' aura, was just like
he's got the halo around him.
just his like
Yeah.
it was he's the guy. Like
Oh, yeah.
Matthews was
yeah.
the man.
Yeah.
Like he's walking around like he was a good guy. He was saying he was good, but like just
Great.
like
He walks in the room and it's like
Tons of
yeah.
confidence. Tons of confidence.
Mhm.
You see him in those TSN bar down videos where they're like, "Don't push the button." It's a sign that says "Don't push the button," and there's an interview, right? And he's sitting there. He sits down. They bring out the button with a little sign on it. "Don't push the button." Matthews looks at it. He goes, "Boom!" Pushes the button instantly. Right? What are you gonna do about it? Eh? What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
I think I would be
I know
I-
my agent wouldn't let me get into any trouble here. I'm pushing the button.
I'm hoping I'm gonna bring the Matthews mojo when I meet him,
Yeah.
but I think I might be a little nervous to meet Pappy. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Pappy's
Yeah.
got that. What do you mean? Yeah, you were nervous. You were nervous when you met him.
No, we're just chilling.
Oh
hanging out.
yeah.
I wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dude,
you're-
go watch my YouTube video.
okay.
It was-
I did watch it. There
he
was
was
it
he was still
ah.
new in the league though at that point. He was like his first year.
Yeah, it's 13-5 Matthews now.
Yeah, and well, I'm just like chilling there. Like, Mason's hanging out playing video games. There's no pressure on me.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything or create anything. I'm just we're just
Yeah.
in the room. What's up, buddy? It's just
Come play with my kid.
No, yeah, I'm gonna meet Pappy and we're gonna go out for dinner with
that sounds nice.
Bieber and Drake probably.
I missed your guys. What was the Cole's notes? What do you guys think of Nylander's extension? Cole's notes.
Chippy loves seeing the boys get paid,
Yeah.
and I like that he's there for 8 years. I think they're just got to like Tavares' contract will come up soon, and they'll just sign him for half the price. Like they're not gonna keep
Are we gonna re-sign JT or are we just gonna?
keep him on for like a few mil type of thing.
Yeah, that's what
Give him
I
a
said.
leadership role, draw. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Or they move him
4
on.
mil?
Man.
it'll probably be closer to 6. Is my
6. I'd say give him 6
But
for like 3 years.
No,
6 for
no,
3
I
years.
wouldn't want. I would.
I'm good to walk away.
I would
Sign a
rather-
defenseman.
I would like to see him remain a captain as a Leafs and retire as a Leaf. But
Okay.
No.
but I think that they're gonna have to do it in increments. Like give him 6 mil for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then give him like 3 mil for a few more, like to let him retire.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Don't give him 5 years at 6 mil. You
No,
know.
I'm thinking it's time for JT to be a captain, and give the true captain the team to see.
Mm.
I don't know.
when he-
That's where I'm at
After
right
his
now.
next contract, probably. But
It's
I
time.
don't
It's
know.
time. It's time to make that decision mid-season.
Like when his next
Mid-season.
That would be
contract
amazing.
I want to
expires.
see JT mid-season.
I would, yeah, if he just like,
I think-
gave it to Austin.
Finally, he's leading the league. He's on pace for 70 goals.
Yeah.
He is.
We've been
the
saying this for
star
a year.
of the show.
We
It's-
have an episode literally called "Does Pappy Deserve the C?"
Yes.
and we all said yes.
Yes. It's just time for JT to be a captain, and give it to.
I'm just envisioning Poppy and Tavares and they're like they're just like in a room together and it's just like a scene where Austin is like, give me that C. He's like, no, it's mine. And they're fighting. Like, come on, let me have it. No, it's like, you know, like how kids
No,
fight over a toy.
this is how it would go. It would be
Come on, give it to me.
Matthews walks up to JT, and JT be like, "Hey, Pappy, what's up?"
This is gonna
He's
be
like,
a skit.
I'm
just
taking-
so you know.
I'm saying-
I'm taking this now, and he'd be like, "Oh, okay. I hope you have a nice day."
Oh, no. I
This is
want to
mine
see
now.
like, hey, can I see that real quick? What? See what? See what? Let me see that seat. No, it's mine. No,
Are you
just let me-
kidding?
Just let me
JT
look at it. I'm gonna give it back. No,
I
I don't want.
This
JT
one-
wouldn't
this
do
one-
anything.
This one was more, more.
More in line with
Yeah.
the characters.
Really?
Yeah, Poppy would walk up. He has that
Yeah,
aura
yeah.
to be like,
No,
"You're done with this
Pappy
now.
walks
It's
in,
mine."
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're done with that.
Yeah.
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 JT goes, "What, Pop? Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Hey, just
No problem. I'll trade you. I'll take the A. That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
I
Give me kombucha.
Are we still good for our Wagyu steaks on the plane tomorrow night? You still paying for those Wagyus tomorrow, Pop?
And then as he's handing it to Austin, Nylander's just in the background smiling, just looking at it, just over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Movie scenes.
Mm.
Shooting movie scenes here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We could make our own reality TV show of fake Leafs.
That's pretty much my life.
The Leafs, if they were honest, and we could just all be a Leafs player, start a whole
Yeah, that's it.
character.
That's it. They were honest.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a new sign.
Yeah,
Can you see it?
behind Chippy.
It's on my head. It's a
If you're
crown.
watching right now, you probably saw it right from the
You
get.
might have noticed. Fuck Daddy
It's
sign.
actually sweet. I mean, you guys can't tell, kind of, because of the.
Yeah, the lighting's a bit weird with it.
If you're on YouTube, everybody look at this. If you're listening to us, look at this. If you're listening on the podcast, everyone look at.
I mean, on Spotify there's video and YouTube there's video, so just
Oh yeah,
open your phone up.
Jared, where are you going?
you'll see. Just keep doing the podcast. Hey, I'll catch up.
You'll catch up. What's happening here? Oh, he's turning the lights off so you guys can see our
Oh.
sign, our beautiful sign.
What does it look like on the? Can you see on the screen?
No, I can't see right now, but I know it looks great.
Oh.
Maybe we'll just record the pod in the dark from now on.
I think it would look sick in the dark eyes.
We'll put your face in the dark. Me and Chippy.
Yeah. Me personally, for the Nylander extension, I just wanted to say I think he deserves it, and that's great. And it's just unfortunate that Mitchell Marner is probably not going to be a Leaf come next season.
Yeah, you think they're gonna move him? Why?
I just don't think that Tree Living is dumb enough to make the same mistakes that the Leafs have been making for 6 years. And Shanahan is going to have some pushback, but I think that Nylander signing for 11.5,
Yep.
that was Shanahan being like, Tree, you got to get this guy signed. I said everyone's staying.
Mm.
And he's like, yeah. And
Hey,
then it's going
The
to come to
Shanna
Marner.
plan. The Shanna plan.
Marner's going to poop the bed in the playoffs again. Nylander's going to have a great
Yep.
playoffs again.
Yep.
The Leafs are going to exit in the first round again,
Uh-huh.
and they're going to move Marner out and change things up and try to get 3 or 4 like prospect / maybe one good defenseman back,
Right.
and they'll be much better for it. I wish Mitch Marner could stay a Leaf,
Mhm.
but it just doesn't make sense. And if it does, I'm saying they're never winning a cup.
Here's a great idea. Let's give tons of money to the same guys who keep on getting booted in the first round
Like
over and over and over. Just keep doubling down, double down, double down.
Like I love Marner.
Give,
and, like,
give
love
Marner
that he's-
14 mil.
He's from here and he wants to stay here.
Yep.
But if he wants, literally the only way that I would be happy if Marner stayed
Yep.
is if he makes 11.6
There you go.
100K
Yeah.
more than Nylander,
A little more.
not like 12.5 like he's
Yeah.
going to ask for.
Oh yeah,
He's going to be asking for 13.
You know his dad is already flying city to city, just meeting with people, trying to drum up like deals and who's got the most.
Columbus is going to give me 15 mil.
Paul Marner is just DMing team social media accounts. You got your GM's number? You got to talk to him real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys got 14 mil? What are you going to give Marner? He's just all
Yeah,
right.
I think that there's zero chance that the Leafs win the cup in the next 6 years if they have still like 40-50% of the cap in 4 or 5 players. Chippy's signaling here.
Here's a take.
Mhm.
So this was all pre-planned. First half of the season, Nylander lights it up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
Contract.
Yeah.
Gets his contract signed.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Second half of the season,
You think they are
Nylander-
conspiring?
Nylander cools down. Now it's all go through Marner. Let's all go through Marner. Nylander, Matthews, and Marner have a pre-plan that first
get
half
maximum
of the season's all
salary.
Nylander.
Yeah, Marner's
All
the
Nylander.
Don Valley Parkway. You want to get to Toronto, everything goes through
Everything
the DVP.
now goes through Marner
It's
for
the
the
March-
rest of the season.
Mitch Marner Express.
Mitch is gonna put up 100 points in the next
Oh.
50 games.
Yeah, 100 points.
You know
there
what? I wouldn't be surprised to see that. And that would be all that would price him out of staying a Leaf, I think.
go.
Like that would honestly make it easier because then they
Is
could
he
get
not
so,
already priced out?
they
Like,
could get so much more like I actually want to see that because then they could get so much more value for him coming back.
Oh yeah, you trade it. Like, give me
You
your
want to
entire-
trade when they're high.
Yeah.
When they're performing well, not when they're like at the worst they've been in 4 years, you know?
Right,
like you
right,
want
right.
them to be elite to be able to trade them
Mm-hmm.
and get the most value
that,
back.
how is that?
What do you mean?
Conspiracy theory.
I like it.
I just think that he's going to be
You
gone.
know he's going to turn it up.
I would be happy if he proved me wrong and the Leafs won a cup.
I
You know,
want him.
like if I'm wrong and the Leafs win a cup with these 4 contracts, even though Tavares is going to be off of like the high one
Yep.
coming after next season, and that would make room for Marner technically. I'd be happy for them to prove me wrong, but I just think that they'd be better off getting some return for Marner and having a more balanced salary structure. That's what everyone's been saying for the past 4 or 5 years, and I feel like it's about time, especially if they lose in the first round again. Even the second round. If they lose in the second round, like if they don't make like a legitimate challenge on like an actual cup contender team against a team that and beat them, you know? Like if they run into Boston or Florida in the first round and they lose again, are we happy? No.
Nope.
You want them to beat them.
Yes. Yes.
And you want them to go on a run.
And I know you're really close with a lot of Leafs, especially Matthews. You got to get on his, like DM him early
Yeah.
and say,
Don't worry about it.
Poppy, my livelihood depends on you guys staying in the playoffs. If you get booted in the first round, what your content?
I know.
You know, like
I
you
know,
need
I've
to
had the
continue
convo.
making
I had
these
the convo.
good
I had the
Right.
convo already.
and say, God,
My livelihood depends on you guys.
you made a song, you made a cup bound song, and if they had just gone and won the cup, like they should have,
It would have been a #1 hit in Canada.
you wouldn't be sitting here with us bums. You'd be living in California. You'd have your own beach house,
with a #1 hit song.
a #1 hit song. Yeah, you have a platinum record on your wall.
I know. I talked to him about it.
Good.
He's gonna figure it out.
Good.
'Cause, yeah, I mean,
I mean,
He is kind of figuring it out. He's leading the league in scoring.
yeah. Well, why do you think?
yeah,
Why
And
do you
goals, I
think that
guess.
is? Why do you think that? is?
motivational videos
Mhm.
from Coach Chippy.
Exactly.
He's got the voice DMs going
Mm-hmm.
in between every goal.
He's sending
He's checking
mantras.
He's got the equipment manager with the phone on his ear and on the bench.
Exactly.
I need some Chippy
Exactly.
motivation right now.
Hey,
Exactly.
give me a mantra. You're a quote machine. You just come up with catchphrases left, right, and center. What are you sending to Poppy?
What am I sending Pappy?
Yeah, he needs a little mantra on the ice.
Pappy scores another one. Pappy scores another one.
just
Pappy
Just
scores another
manifesting.
one. Pappy scores another one.
He just has it on
Pappy
repeat.
scores another one.
He's just-
Pappy scores another
he's
one.
got the headphone in. He's got the AirPods in on the
Pappy
bench.
scores another one. Pappy scores another one.
Oh God. Well, on a positive note, the Leafs swept California, and I have a fun stat about that.
yeah.
I mean, it's not really a stat, but it's just something I heard. The Leafs don't win one game in California. They don't win 2 games in California. they don't win 3 games in California, they have to win them all or they lose them all.
Oh,
Oh,
They either lose every game in a California trip or win every game.
huh,
interesting.
that's it. It is nice because the California teams are bottom feeders right now. Not LA. Sorry.
The shutout against LA was probably the most impressive part.
Oh,
yeah,
we got a
sh-
Leafs game on the night.
We do,
Ooh.
yeah.
Sharks and Anaheim. Sharks and Anaheim are like you don't want to lose those teams, and the Leafs are famous for losing to the worst teams, and then just playing a perfect game of hockey against the hardest team to beat. Right. So I love that they kind of kicked that. It was like we're actually going to win against these. Get these easy points.
Yeah.
You get the easy points.
Martin Jones started all 3 games as well,
Love that.
which was honestly a kind of a surprise from Sheldon Keefe. I thought for sure they'd be throwing Hildeby in there.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Hildebeest.
Yeah,
I
well
heard
they're
he's
gonna
this
if,
Coming star tender.
they're gonna have to try him because I mean
Wool is
keep
back, apparently.
you could keep playing Jones, but they're gonna have to
Why would we not play him tonight versus San Jose?
Give him one look.
play Joseph Woll or Hildeby.
Hildeby.
Yeah, I would play Hildeby tonight.
What the
Tonight
hell the
versus
beast
San
in?
Jose.
Give him the start at home. That'd be a fun night for him, and you get to see like how does he perform under like because even though it's only San Jose, it's still pressure. You know,
Oh yeah.
your first
oh,
big
what-
league game.
What
you
did they
know?
have, like 60 shots against San Jose last game? So I think that's a pretty good opportunity to put a new goalie in.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe 7 or 8 go in this time actually.
let Jones rest up a little
Well,
bit.
I would have thought they would have put him on the back-to-back for San Jose, but I guess they needed the points.
Yeah, well, it's just because Jones was there. The team was playing well in front of Jones, and
Yeah.
it's like he wasn't being pushed too much to the point where he could like hurt himself or get too tired. So I'm like, why
Yeah,
not?
when you only see 3 shots in the first period or something, you're like, well, he's pretty rested. So I saw the Leafs update. Samsonov is skating with the Marlies, and Joseph Wool is on the ice. So I guess practicing
I
again.
know. I want to see
Right.
Hildeby come in tonight.
Yeah, I would like to watch that. I would like to see that.
What is he, 6'7"?
I
He's a
think
big
that-
boy.
I
He's a
think
real big boy.
Just to see what you have,
Yeah.
because that's going to be crucial. I mean, you're not going to know from one game, but to get an idea, it's going to be crucial to know that heading into the playoffs. Say Samsonov is just absolute trash the rest of the year, never comes back. Then you only have Joseph Wall and Martin Jones. It's like, okay, if Joseph Wall doesn't come back and be the goalie that he was before he went out, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's trouble. And you need to know, like, okay, do we need to go and get a goalie, or are we just gonna like run 3 goalies and see who can get hot? You know,
Yeah.
because
I-
that's those are the options. You run the 3 goalies.
Well, right now it's a gauntlet, right? Like, in my opinion, no goalie's the starter.
Yeah.
No one has really. It was supposed to be Samsonov, and now it's a.
Yeah. Well, then it
Whoever's
turned to
going.
Wall. It very quickly turned to Joseph Wall being the starter.
Well, we didn't
but,
like plan on.
But
that.
he's very
No.
unproven still. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
You-
So
you
like,
don't know how he's gonna-
Hildeby could come in and do what Joseph Wall did last
Exactly,
year. Like,
yeah.
why do we not just give?
But
this guy
that's
a
what I'm
chance?
saying. Imagine a Joseph Wall, Hildeby, just natural Leafs talent coming through the
Yeah,
system,
why not?
and you just run them as a 1A, 1B.
And he's 6'7". Why would we not try this guy in the pipes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
give him a look. Martin Jones, 2 shutouts. Not
One
bad.
Star of the week.
Star of the week.
Mhm.
Love to see that. And he's very capable, right?
So is
So
he like 39?
no, he can't be.
I think he's 37, 38.
Wow, really, eh?
That's what I'm saying. Put the Hildeby in there.
Here, let's see. I'll find Martin Jones.
33.
Oh, he's 33.
Wow,
1990.
you guys, yeah.
Oh, he's in his prime.
Goalies usually prime, I'd say, like, 27, 28. A little later, they hit their peak, but
No,
33 is still good.
33 is
still
like
good.
I thought he was 38.
I think it's just because he went on those cup runs in San Jose when he was like relatively
Younger, yeah.
It feels like a long time
Giordano,
ago.
He's 41 or something like that. Playing on our back end, for first 2 line back
Yeah.
end. Like, that's insane.
Mhm.
I'm starting to lose hope for being the leading scorer in men's league now. And, like, I see all these guys that they're old.
It's hard when we lose every game 6-2.
Yeah.
So you
well,
can't lead the league in scoring when we're losing every game.
It's literally
You can. You
I'm
can.
I'm showing up for that team just for cardio. Like
if I got
I have detached. I just can't stand
yes,
this team.
this is the way,
No,
this is the way.
Team is so. And it's like
dude. You have to just not.
I
care.
feel bad. I just feel bad for the other players that just on our squad. Like I'm like, damn. Like
But did you get great exercise?
yeah, but like I walk out of the rink feeling like a loser every
Oh,
every
yeah,
game, right?
okay.
So it's like
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we are losers.
I know, and that's like I never been on a team like that in my entire life. Like I've never been on a team that's like this bad.
You need to step up your defensive game and
No, I'm
not let a
stepping up my
single
defensive game, bro.
goal in when you're out there.
It's a wash, bro. It's a wash, bro. Because I might be hold my side down, and our other side's getting blown around, and it's a breakaway. I mean, it's like
I don't know. I see some pretty interesting defensive tactics when you're back on D.
I
and
see
then three.
zero back checking from any of our forwards, and
Uh-oh.
zero goal
Uh-oh.
scoring from our forwards too.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know what you're saying up front, but I'll tell you what, I'm not the problem on this team. The problem stems back to
I'm about to pull up.
defensemen that can literally barely
We
skate.
need
A
live
defenseman
Marner.
that could literally barely skate.
Hey,
Okay, sorry.
according to the stats, I think I got a few goals and a few apples there. They're like 14 or 15. And I don't know how many games we played. I have no idea.
Oh no, the Toe Dragons tonight during the Leafs game. Like, are you shitting me? Couldn't have been last night.
Oh, yikes. Hey, we're getting buried in snow, so I don't even know if we're going to go to the game.
No, you're.
Buried in
I
snow.
drove here today, so
Okay, we'll hop on the
That's
snowmobile.
different though.
Hop on the
no,
snowmobiles.
it
Let's
ain't.
go.
That
Driving during the
Horseshoe
day.
Valley Road.
No, I'm saying
when
driving
it's a
during the day.
blizzard right now. Yeah,
Just-
it was the same.
You're hanging out here. You're not even leaving. We're gonna get your car's gonna be
You
buried.
better be there tonight.
I will drive hours in the snow.
We-
Could be any
You missed
weather
last game. You
during the
missed
day.
Last game.
Okay, what are we talking about?
I'm talking with Jer missing all the Toe Dragons games.
It's because he
And we're
plays
on a
in 2
losing streak.
leagues.
We've lost like 5 games in a row now.
Because I haven't been there.
Because I wasn't there. 'Cause I
What's
wasn't there.
What's next? We got the most hated fan bases. Actually, let's do a different one. Oh, Nick the goalie versus Bedard.
Just went over one, but
Oh, did I? Oh, I missed Cutter. Oh, yes, Cutter Gauthier traded from Philly. You guys want to break that one down?
he's a sniper. That's why I also want to break down his game from the World Jays. This guy can shoot the puck. He reminds me of like an Ovi-esque. He's going to be a natural goal scorer in the league. He is a beauty. I'm not gonna lie to
He's
you.
got quite the chip on his shoulder from what I see. You see him like ripping into Sweden in the handshake line.
I love that.
You like the
To
attitude?
me, I love that. To me, that's some sandpaper in the locker room. Some personality.
Matthew
I should say.
Tkachuk-esque.
Some emotion.
Yeah.
Some personality. Like, I think the league needs a little guy like this. It's like, I know I don't want to go play for that team, so I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm not just gonna be. I'm gonna make the decision where I want to play. You know what? I'm not too worried about it.
It's kind of
And
interesting.
I don't care what other team players around the league think.
It's kind of.
I don't care what any other coach thinks about me.
It's
I really don't care.
It's interesting.
I'm a
to
sniper, and I know what I'm a sniper.
It's interesting to see how quickly Philly basically put it on. Like, okay, you don't want to be here, then we don't want you here.
Great. I don't want to be here. Right? So it's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, Torch is coming out. Don't know him for a hole in the wall. And he doesn't
Yeah.
know you for a hole in the wall either. He doesn't want to play for you guys. He said, see ya. I'm going over to play in Anaheim with the sun. I'm going to get a nice tan. I'm going to snipe 30 my first season.
It is interesting. Like, there's a lot more kids coming up with
I'm a
more
player's coach.
more attitude on their side. You know, like you don't see like imagine Crosby said that about Pittsburgh
Oh,
when he came.
like
You know, because Pittsburgh was notoriously bad when he came into the league, and imagine he's like, yeah, I don't want to play here. Put me somewhere else. That sort
Philly's
of
not
thing
even
could
bad. I think
sewer.
it's more of the coaching situation that he didn't want it to be anything of like he just didn't
Yeah.
want to be a part of that.
why?
Like,
why
I
did
don't
he
know.
want out? Why did he not want to play for that organization? What's so bad about Philly?
As a rookie,
There's no conclusive thing said. It's just
Well,
assumed
let's
that it's-
speculate.
It's based
I mean,
on
it's pretty easy to speculate in my opinion.
What's your
Like,
speculation?
I'm just thinking, as a rookie, you see this coach that's there that he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care if you're a rookie, if you're, you know what I mean? He's not going to give you the minutes that you need to progress and the talent. He's going to be on you. And if you're not, he's going to bench you. He's going to put you up in the stands. He's going to make a fool out of you if you're not, succeeding right off the bat.
Right.
You're not above the team. Well, sometimes the first rounder is a little bit above the team. We've got to give him a little extra ice and a little bit extra time to develop because
So he wants to be the star, and he feels that Torts isn't going to let him be a star.
I
He's
think-
going to make him
it's
play.
going to be the
old-fashioned
mind
hockey.
games. It's the mind
Yeah.
games again, and I don't need this.
I
okay?
think the reason, the more critical reason is that he wants to play in the show now.
Yeah.
And they were saying, we're going to give you more time to develop.
I-
That's the core root of it. It's like, I want to
Yeah.
play in the show. Put me up. I know I'm young. Put me in the game. And they didn't.
Great move by Philly. They kept it under wraps. I guess the GMs knew that he didn't want to be there, but they didn't let that out because if they let that out, they would have less leverage. And people were like, oh, we know you need to trade him, so they'd offer less up.
Yeah.
right? So they kept it hush hush, didn't let the media know about it. I
No,
think
but if the other teams knew about it, it didn't matter because
the GMs knew, like some of them, but like for bargaining power, like they knew that there was a trade coming, but they didn't say like why. And I guess a few teams knew, but not like every team knew, sort of thing, right?
Right. Well, maybe the Ducks they were just approached by Philly like we're thinking about moving Cutter. And they're like, "Okay, well what are you thinking?" And they're like, maybe
What a
Jamie
sick name.
Drysdale or maybe we'll swap you for Leo." And they're like, "No, we can't do Leo." What about Drysdale? And they're like, "Okay, yeah, Drysdale." But they never said that Cutter asked to go out. Now they just did this deal and they're like, "Oh shoot, we could have got away with just giving him this guy."
I think that's a great deal. They got a good defenseman out of it, and I think it's hilarious what Anaheim is doing, which is just they're just trying to tank their team, fill it with young guys that'll be good in a few years, and I don't know how they'll figure out their defensive situation.
So Gauthier wanted to play in the league this year,
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
and then he had to go back to BC.
Yeah.
Oh, that BC team is stacked. Gauthier, Will Smith, Celebrini.
Wow.
Is that in the WHL?
BC, NCAA.
Oh.
That was the whole U.S. team.
Oh.
Leonard.
Right.
Oh my
all of them were on
gosh.
that BC team.
Wow. That's unreal. That's a great squad. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Celebrini went to play in the States.
Yeah, Celebrini's got like 25 points in 17 games as like a 17-year-old.
Why are you
Is he
saying
even old enough
BC?
for
Is that in the?
I don't know.
university? Boston College.
Oh, I thought you were talking about British
British
Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why is he talking BC? Is
Boston
I didn't think they played in the WHL. That'd be Canadian.
No,
Yeah.
in NCAA.
Okay, that makes more
BC
sense.
team's crazy.
Boston College. I just
Bro,
didn't make that connection.
Really, eh? And
you
but
didn't know that?
no, but that's the
The
thing.
whole
So
U.S. team was like 9 of them were from Boston
and
College.
why do you think they won the tournament? Because they all
Because
play
they all
together.
play
They got
together.
chemistry, right? And you can stack up the team like that if you want. You pick where you want to go play, what college wants you. They all recruit, right? And you just choose, right? Whereas in the OHL, you got to get drafted in the OHL. A college can recruit you. It'll give you a free scholarship where you want to play. Oh yeah, hey Cutter, yeah we got Perot, we got Celebrini. You want to come play with us? Oh yeah, we want to come play with you. Leonard,
Will
Ryan
Smith.
Leonard, Will Smith. Yeah, okay. So all the boys, let's all go to Boston College, guys.
Yeah,
Right? And they'll get together, have a great
super
time.
team.
Yo, guys, let's all go to Boston College, play together, and then hop on the World Junior squad and just get gold. That's probably going to happen every year now. All the studs are going to go to one college, play together, and they're playing against 20-year-olds, 21, 22, 23-year-olds in university, right?
I know Celebrini. I think Celebrini is so dirty.
He is great.
I think he's gonna be like generational.
I think you guys are going to be jealous about my U.S. citizenship when I have a kid.
I'm not
pick and choose the.
You don't have a U.S. citizenship,
Well,
do you?
Chippy said I'm going to move to U.S.
Oh, right,
so
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Celebrini. He's so dirty, dude.
He's amazing. He's ridiculous. like-
17,
yeah.
and he's go look up the Boston College stats real quick.
Boston College stats.
Yeah, like go look at their team because it's like
Alright.
ridiculous.
I'm going to talk about the most hated fan bases after this, and it's pretty funny when you look down the list and you see a lot of a certain team and not a lot of other teams. And my favorite part is when there's like a team that is the most hated, but then they're not hated in return. You know, you don't have the return hate back. So I've got. You guys want me to get in this now? How long are you going to take you?
I don't know. I can't find what he's talking about.
All right, here we go. Most hated fan bases.
All right.
Who do you think's number one?
Toronto.
Who do you think's on the list the most? We got Toronto. Most hated by Boston. Most hated by Buffalo. Most hated by Florida Panthers. Most hated by Montreal. Most hated by Ottawa. Most hated by Tampa Bay Lightning. And then they're second and third in a lot of lists as well. Who do you think?
That's by the fans, not by the organizations.
Yeah, it's a survey, a fan vote. 2,100 people voted.
And they say who's their favorite team
Like,
is.
yeah,
before they
what
vote.
team do you cheer for? Who do you hate
Right.
the most?
2,100 votes. That's not.
It's a
very
small
big
sample size.
Is it?
It's a small sample size, but I think it can be fairly accurate. Who do you think Toronto hates the most?
Montreal.
Either
Boston,
Ottawa or Boston.
Boston.
You guys nailed all three. Boston's number one, Montreal two, and Ottawa three.
Yeah.
And Ottawa goes.
Ottawa's there. Like
It goes back
they're
to the.
trying to like make this Ottawa Toronto.
No,
thing
it's 'cause of
a
the-
thing,
It's
and
because there was some bad
it's just
blood.
Not, though.
Yeah, but in the early days, it was always Ottawa versus Toronto in the playoffs. It goes back to the Sundin era, so people still remember that. It's the old guys, right?
Yeah.
And then Montreal is
They try so hard to bring it back. They're doing like the packages. They brought like.
right.
I was like, guys, like it's just.
I remember not liking Toronto versus Ottawa matchups growing up.
Oh yeah.
There was a
Oh yeah.
rivalry
There was.
Now, the last 10 years, there's been absolutely nothing.
But it's like the history behind it, right? And it depends on who's voting.
I know. I'm saying they're trying
the
to.
kids
That's what
voting
I'm saying.
now.
They're trying to take the history from 20 years ago and like apply it to today when it's just not the same.
Right.
One team's at the bottom feeding the league, and
Yeah.
other team's making
Yeah.
the playoffs every
Well,
year.
I would say that arguably the Leafs' biggest rival right now is Florida.
Yes,
that's the most
exactly.
recent.
Yes.
But
that
but in
rivalry.
terms of like fans, who's the most hated fan base?
So if you go to Florida, their most hated
I mean,
is
Florida.
Toronto.
I would say Florida.
Yeah.
the
I hate
fans,
Florida.
the fans in Florida are just like they don't like they're like
I know. I just don't
non-existent.
like the team. Though.
Well,
So there's no like opposition, whereas Ottawa's always down Toronto
think
fans'
it's just the
throats
team
saying
don't
you
like.
guys suck.
it's because Florida fans just found out about the team last year, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, we hate Toronto because
Oh, Toronto, Florida's our biggest rivalry by far.
Yeah, but not the most hated fan base.
Yes, it is. Now they're talking. We
Well,
want
yes, so that-
Florida,
that's a good
we want
differentiator.
Florida. We hate Florida. We hate Florida.
I get that, but I'm saying
I'm saying
the
that's
fan
more of
base.
a hate
Yeah.
than
You don't
Ottawa.
name one fan from Florida that you've heard a comment that you're like, yeah, I hate Florida now.
Name one fan from Ottawa.
no.
I have plenty of people that are Ottawa fans that
Name them.
chirp.
Give me a name.
the
Give me a name right
differentiation.
now, exactly.
I don't want to give
don't
out
bullshit.
friends' names.
Don't bullshit me.
I know I don't want to give out people's names that I actually know.
The differentiating
him a
factor
first
here
name.
is
Give
like
me a first
it's
name.
not what
Ryan.
team what team do you hate the most? It's what
Ryan.
fan base is basically the most annoying.
Yes.
Right? What fan base sucks the most?
And Florida doesn't have
Florida.
a fan base, so it doesn't matter.
Ah,
Florida.
yeah. I see where you're going for that.
and no one here is a Florida fan.
Ottawa has a fan base.
Oh my God, Chippy.
Are you kidding? They don't sell at the rink.
They're-
They have to sell their team. What are you talking about? They have to move their team because no one was going to the games.
I guess you're just right at that cutoff where you don't have anyone that is an Ottawa fan. So
Or
that chirps
that they
you
have
for being a
to
Leafs
sell their
fan.
organization because no one was going to their games 4 years ago.
So my favorite thing about this list is finding a team. So like you got the Seattle Kraken, and their most hated fan bases are Vegas, Colorado, and Vancouver. And you're like, okay, well they hate Vegas fans. Surely the Vegas fans hate them too, right? Because it's like usually it's reciprocating. Vegas hates Edmonton, Dallas, and San Jose. They don't even hate them back.
Yeah.
They don't even hate them
San
back.
Jose is-
Isn't that worse? Isn't it worse?
We don't even acknowledge you.
No, nobody hates Seattle. It's like, come on, somebody hate us, please. Right?
Yeah, but they went to the Cup final.
So
They're not worried.
lonely.
They're
So
like, we went to the Cup final
lonely.
last year and went further than the Leafs have gone in the last 90 years.
Isn't that
so-
crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's insane.
And their cap space is like they're not even close. They could add a bunch of talent
Ottawa
there.
fan base. It's hilarious.
I feel like Seattle.
Haden.
It's underrated how bad Seattle's expansion draft was when you compare it
Oh,
with,
to
with
Vegas?
Yeah.
People were just giving them like, oh, give them this. Hey, Marc-Andre Fleury, yeah, get out of here.
And
We
then
don't
they've
want
had
to
to trade multiple people that they picked because they're like trying to get more draft picks and stuff. But it's like you should have just picked, literally just go down the list. Who has the most points? Pick that player from every team that they made available. They would have been better.
True.
They're trying to big brain it and get all these like value picks and like defensively sound players, all this stuff. They had like the one run where every player was shooting at like 12%, and everyone was scoring.
Yeah.
But that just can't. It's like the
No, it can't
opposite.
continue.
The opposite problem of the Leafs. They
Right.
don't have enough top end talent.
Yeah.
That it's the opposite problem. Like literally, it's like the polar opposite of the Leafs. I'd like to see them in a playoff round.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Seattle versus the Leafs, but it won't happen unless they make the Stanley Cup, which is pretty unlikely at this point. Either of them.
All right, let's get to the.
Oh, don't start with that.
Let's get to the fun and
Don't
games.
start with that, Hayden.
Seattle making the Stanley Cup final.
Don't bring that in my existence right now.
You think Seattle has a strong chance of making the Stanley Cup final?
I think the Leafs do.
Leafs do.
Okay, but I'm saying the chances of them meeting is like
Oh, yeah, well, they
astronomically.
went last year. Why would they not have a strong chance?
Seattle making the Stanley Cup final right now.
Yeah, they made last year.
What's that site, Jared, that you have for the
Sports Club stats.
We're
We're just gonna look at their current. Right there.
Don't bring up any of this Corsi stuff.
It's
Please.
not Corsi. There it is.
Please.
We got Maple Leafs playoffs. Or here we going. Canucks. There's a crack in there.
Kraken, and then
Oh, just hover over. Go back, and just hit the back button.
okay, interesting.
Yeah, and just hover over their name, and you see.
Oh,
it.
I see.
You see it over there. Their little path. They were near the bottom. They're making a run. It looks like, but right now they have about a 23%
Oh,
chance
they-
of making the playoffs.
Making the playoffs,
Making the
not the
playoffs.
Stanley Cup
What's
final.
their record?
I don't know, man.
Well, it says right there.
Scroll down.
Wow, right now the Jets have a 100% chance of making the playoffs.
They're-
100%.
Who?
The Jets. The Jets are making
Oh
the
yeah,
playoffs.
because they're number 1 in the league right now. So
Which is wild.
yeah, Kraken 16, 14, and 9.
Hey,
So they're like a little over
What,
500.
and Red Wings? What are the Red Wings?
who's the highest paid player on the Jets? 9 million. Kyle Connor. They don't have a single player over 9 mil or over 10.
8 mil, I think.
Kraken's goal differential is -9, so it's not great.
All right, let's get to the fun and games, guys.
Well, all I'm going to say is who was dead last and then won the cup.
St. Louis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's an incredible run.
Yep.
Thanks to Binnington.
That's
They
like
had a
a-
hot goalie.
Yep.
That happens once every 50 years.
Yeah, you get a hot goalie. You get a goalie that turns it up.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it did.
All right, so you're predicting Leafs versus Seattle Stanley Cup final this year, just to be a troll,
Excuse me?
just to be a troll.
Hmm?
You're trolling me.
Hmm?
I said that the odds of that happening are slim, and you're like, no, that's. What are you talking about? That's definitely gonna happen.
Leafs versus Seattle Stanley Cup Finals, and then Seattle wins it. They sweep them 4 games.
No, I didn't like the comment where you said the Leafs didn't have a chance.
I didn't say that. I said the odds of
All
that
right.
meeting in a Stanley Cup final are very
Bunch of
slim.
bickering old ladies. Let's get on to the hypotheticals. Give me a hypothetical. We got hypothetical Minute Madness, most Canadian. Do we have time for a draft? How many? We're an hour and 12 into the pod, or what?
We can skip hypotheticals,
All right.
because I didn't have anything.
Yes, sure.
Well, the Minute Madness, we kind of already did.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. We can skip that one. I got most
Yeah,
Canadian.
skip it.
All right,
Skip it.
most Canadian.
All right, let's hear it.
We're doing because right now we're getting buried in snow.
Mm-hmm.
Getting
We're getting
buried.
snowed in as this podcast is. recorded.
Snowmageddon outside. So give me the most Canadian thing to do when it's the middle of a snowstorm.
We've already done.
We haven't.
What are you talking?
We haven't. We've done
We did in the snow.
in the snow, but we have a lot of directions to go, and I'll just
Like-
start. I'll start it off to expand your
Be
guys.
more specific. When you're snowed in, I think would
Yeah.
be more.
Just when it's like a snowstorm. Give me the most Canadian thing to do, and I'm gonna start it off. Go grab some groceries.
So you're not snowed in.
You are but like you're getting pounded. It's coming down, and it's
Okay,
like
when I think of snowed in, I
This
mean
is
like you
ridiculous.
physically
It's
can't
not.
go because the roads are too
Dude.
covered in snow.
I have been in this situation where it is absolutely atrocious outside, and I go to the.
How about most Canadian way to greet somebody?
That's completely different.
Yeah, well, because we've this.
Okay, just give me this. You guys don't see this? Most Canadian thing to do.
Well, you're saying go. You're saying we're snowed in. Then you're saying go get groceries.
How Canadian is that? Because you're like, well, whatever, it's not that bad. You hop in your car. Oh, I need some milk. We're
Okay.
out of milk, and you go to the store.
So
You
it's
guys
ju-
are not Canadian. I swear, you guys don't see this.
It's just a snowstorm. You're not
Oh, It
snowed
was
in.
supposed to be a joke.
It's not a joke. You guys haven't done this.
Okay, if you're snowed in, you physically can't get to the grocery store. That's what snowed in is.
Dude, I'm saying in the middle of a snowstorm, and you don't go to get
Okay,
groceries.
snowstorm? Snowstorm, yeah, go get groceries.
Okay.
Snowed in,
I see
no.
the joke now.
Dude, it's not a
You're saying
joke.
snow
It's not
in.
a joke. This is serious. I have gone to the store, and there's like a foot of snow. Like anyone in any like it
A
would.
foot of snow, that's not snowed in, though. I'm
What?
confused.
A foot of
foot?
snow?
Dude,
That's
you're
nothing.
You're
you're-
telling me a foot of snow is something? Are you serious?
You're never snowed in because you just shovel it out. You shovel out the little snowplow thing, and you can hop on the road and you go grab your eggs and.
Tell that to the out east when it was like, or was it in Buffalo?
That's what I'm saying. You get an inch of
Couldn't even open
snow.
Your door.
You get an inch of snow, and they call in the military if you're in the states.
Okay, so
You guys aren't. You're not picking up my vibe.
I
It
get
is. It's very Canadian because
I picked
know
up
what I
the
mean?
vibe once I understood, but you said when it's snowed in,
yeah.
and now you're saying, oh, just when it's snowing outside.
to me
Go
snowed in.
get some groceries.
To
we're
me,
such-
snowed in is the roads aren't being plowed and there's 4 feet of snow, so you can't drive, and there's no way you're going to the grocery store.
I didn't
then.
say when you can't drive.
Okay, so you
I
can
understand
you
now.
drive when there's 4 feet of snow
I
on the road?
understand what you're saying now.
Here's the thing: is you shouldn't drive when it's snowing, and people just don't care, and they're just going to do their daily things in their
When
life.
it's snowing.
anyways.
Okay, well then what's
Not
the
when
point of the
it's snowing.
draft? Then what's the point of the draft? We'll just live their life normally. I'm gonna say go to work.
It's a very Canadian thing to do to just not care
Just
how terrible the
Not
weather is
change my
out.
day at all. There it is. That's the draft. Don't change anything.
Most
about it.
Canadian.
Well, you guys just don't have the vision I have here, so I'm gonna just skip this one.
Yeah.
We're skipping this one.
I'm just.
You guys aren't on the same wavelength.
I was confused because
We're all not on the same wavelength right now.
No.
It's,
You know what? The Canadians
it's-
listening are be like,
it's-
I know what Jared's talking
I
about.
was gonna.
I do know what you're talking about, but
How-
like,
how
when are
many-
we supposed to draft?
How many times has it been
Go
terrible
on the
weather?
trampoline. Oh, there you go. Go jump on the trampoline. When it's
most
blizzard
most
out.
Canadian things to do in a snowstorm, or most Canadian things to do when you're snowed in. That's the clarification that I need to do this. And you
He's
didn't give it to
saying-
me.
he's saying
You're
there's
saying
no-
we're snowed in, but I'm going to
He's
the
saying
grocery
there's
store.
no such thing as snowed in because we're so Canadian that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and he's saying it's not a joke. There's a joke. You can't drive if there's 6 feet of snow on the road. If the snowplows aren't out,
What do you guys
Well,
want?
I'll say,
What do you want?
go snowmobile and get your groceries. How about that? I'm
Sled.
gonna put a snowmobile.
there, that's
right.
Canadian.
I
There you
like that.
There, yeah,
I love
yours
that.
wasn't-
And you know
yours
what?
wasn't.
No, it's both. It both is because I have gone to the grocery store and be like, nobody's gonna be here, and I'm like, what? And you get all the guys in their lifted trucks, like, whatever. Not there. There's a little snow, right? I like the snowmobile one because I've also
Thank
done
you.
that. I've hopped
I
on my
think
sled.
mine's better than yours.
It's been so snowy. My mom in her car with summer tires still. I'm like, come on, can't take me to hockey. I hop on the sled. I'm going to hockey. I'm not missing hockey. I throw my
You said
bag.
you weren't gonna go tonight. Oh, you're saying you're most Canadian, and then you're saying, oh, I'm not gonna go to hockey tonight because it's a snowstorm.
I don't have a sled anymore. I take my
No,
sled
but
an
you were-
hour and a
you-
half.
You were saying go drive.
We'll see.
So now you're saying, oh, I'm skipping hockey
Hey,
tonight.
I have pressure from my wife. Okay, to skip the odd game.
Odd game. You missed last game. We haven't played in 3 weeks.
I know.
You missed a month of hockey.
Just saying. I try. Oh yeah, it's snowing out. Then the boys will understand, and then I get a little
We
brownie
play
points.
once a week.
Hayden.
Jared,
my
figure it out.
most Canadian thing to do in a snowstorm. I'm clarifying that in a snowstorm.
Okay.
I guess even when you're snowed in, this one would work. But it's tobogganing.
Nice. Okay.
Tobogganing, like snow fight, throwing it at people when you're going down the hill.
Personally, I don't like to do it when it's still stormy. It gets in your eyes. It's crazy. Goes down your jacket.
No,
I'm gonna
that's
say,
who
I'm
cares?
Gonna say go swimming.
Go on the lake, go for a swim.
I would have taken walk to your mailbox, go get the mail. It's like just black. When you're just walking down the street, it's like the snow's blowing in your face. You have to walk
I'm
backwards.
gonna say
Walk the dog. Hey, give me walk
Well,
the dog.
go
think-
snowboarding. Go
think like
skiing,
a-
go through a back 720
On a day like
melon-
today,
melon grab.
on a day like today when it's a snow day and you're a kid, parents are sending you outside, right? So
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
you're gonna be making snowmen, you're gonna be tobogganing, you're gonna be soaking wet the rest of the day. You're gonna
Mhm.
get a cold, and you're gonna miss another day of school, even
Hot
if it's not a
chocolate.
snow day.
How about a
Interesting.
glass of hot chocolate?
Nice hot chocolate by the fire. Eh? Just wait it out. Wait it out.
Wait it out. How about play Xbox all day?
How to wait the snowstorm out.
How about don't leave the house?
All right, do you guys want to do a draft?
Let's do it.
I was thinking we could draft the best part of outdoor rinks
Mm-hmm.
because it's like there's like a whole niche there, like the best part of ODRs.
Best part of ODR.
Like it could be any
So
part
many.
of it.
So many.
The
So many
best
moments.
part of ODRs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys want to all do one or
We could all go on this. Eh? I think
Let's
we
all
could
go.
1 second. Let me get my little piece of paper.
what do you have them pre-written? I just made it up.
I like to write down who did what.
All right, Chippy, you and we can pick who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Chippy goes first.
I
I'll
don't
go
think
second.
I've lost one of these yet.
No, I just go scissors every time because I actually didn't want to go first because I don't have any prepared.
Oh, and I'm just gonna take my time to figure out because now I got first. Now I can have time to figure it out.
What do you mean? Oh, because
Because I could take as long as I want.
no, don't take long.
Because I'm the first one.
Drafting the best part of outdoor rinks.
Yeah, the best part of outdoor rinks, like the best part, like an experience, like
Best
the
part about it.
actual rink.
Could be
in and of
anything about it,
itself.
or the experience, or something that happens usually when you're at an outdoor rink. It could be anything.
The best part of the outdoor rink is
Dead
I-
radio silence.
it's a hard like the best part, I guess, when you winning your pickup game.
All right.
With-
winning.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Winning.
I mean, what's
Winning.
better than you're going out there to play a game and you win, right? Like
I'm gonna go with a little bit different of a thought process here. best part about going to an outdoor rink, best part about the outdoor rink is when you show up and it's just glistening, perfect ice. You don't have to clear anything.
All the work is
You can toss the pucks, get the puck clacked. Even
Yeah,
if there's
okay.
no one there, it's perfect.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say
I'm not gonna say anything because
that-
it's my draft.
that's
now.
the whole thing is no one's there. So it's like the best part of the outdoor rink is the people there.
No, but you can show
So-
up first and have that
Why would you argue
experience.
now? You got no one to play with.
Then people show up right after you. You're just first
Hey,
there.
we
You
got a
get
lot of different
I'm just
experiences.
saying, I'm just saying.
Sometimes it's good when there's a lot of people, and sometimes it's nice when nobody's really watching, right? And you can work on that thing that
No, the best
Yeah.
part of ODR is playing
I-
against other people that you don't know. And
I like
dusting
having-
them and
I like having about
when
10.
you're a AAA player at least. I don't know about you guys, but I was always wanting to compete against other talents, older guys.
My favorite part of the ODR is when coach gets the players to show up because we're not allowed to practice officially, so he gets us to work on the breakout.
I don't know about you
ODR.
guys, but I like to have like 10 to 15 minutes to kind of like just mess around on my own, enjoy the ice surface, and then when people show up, it's welcomed.
To be there in nature amongst.
You don't have to worry about like inserting yourself into a game they are already
Yeah.
vibing with.
Yeah.
You're just there, you're
That
doing your
word,
own thing.
yeah.
They show up, you can be like, hey, do you want to get a game going?
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the whole the whole outdoor rink experience
You
to me.
want to get a little 3-on-3 going? My favorite part, my number one pick of the ODR is recreating your favorite play. You just saw a highlight. You just saw a sick McDavid goal, and you go out to the ODR and you got 3 pucks, and you're just living it in your head, and you become that player for a moment. You become McDavid or Pasternak or Pappy or Connor Bedard with your toe drag release,
Yeah,
right?
The other day I was Lane Hudson on backhand.
There you go,
I
yeah.
sat down the bench. I'm feeling like
heard-
Lane Hudson back here.
I heard you
I
there.
see where Mason got his imagination from.
Yeah.
There
So
you
it's
go.
recreating those magic moments, right? And every week it's just a different play.
Yeah, nice.
Give me that.
All right, my favorite part of the outdoor rink is when I put that little 10-year-old AAA player in a blender that thinks he's gonna do something.
That's a strong
He's
pick.
got his jersey on,
Just showing someone who's boss.
and I put that little AAA 12-year-old in a blender and show him
Dusting.
that my 24-year-old ass, who could still play the game, who has no cardio, is still gonna dominate you.
I put dusting the kids, but I could put kids in the blender. Kids in the blender.
Dusting the AAA kid.
Oh, okay.
No, not dusting the kids that can't play.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about dusting the kid.
Who thinks
who
he's going to
thinks
show
he's
you.
gonna show.
Yeah,
thinks
okay.
He's been dominating all these old farts,
Yeah.
and now
Okay.
I'm
Look who's here.
Now
Chippy's
look
here.
who's here.
Yeah.
Because I was that little AAA 12-year-old that was thinking I was gonna just dominate everybody.
AAA kids in the blender. I like it.
AAA kids in a blender. Thank you. That's the funniest pick we've had so far.
Good one. That's a great pick
That's a good
because
pick,
it
yeah.
is nice. It's
Oh, it's
you
great.
show up and there's varying.
It's
there's
it's
different
awesome
people,
to shatter someone
different
a
people.
kid's ego.
Yeah.
Chippy loves it. All right, my second pick. This is it's like a feeling you have when you're at the rink, and it's happened to everyone, and the opposite has happened. But this is why it makes it such an elite pick. When you shoot the puck, you're low on pucks every time you go to the ODR.
Mhm.
Usually,
Mhm.
unless you're Jeremy, you're low on pucks. You shoot the puck. It's going out. It looks like it's going to go out of this playing surface. Hits the board, stays in.
Oh.
So the puck stays in, and you don't have to go out
There's
and
boards.
ruin your skates. I mean,
I like it. I like it.
I like it.
even if there's no boards, it can hit at the post, and instead of going like a mile over the net, it hits the bar, goes up, lands on the ice. Like just staying in the playing surface when you're low on
Not
pucks.
losing a puck.
No better feeling.
Hayden, this is dangerous because my player is going to compete with your player, and I think I got the edge here.
Let's hear it.
You just opened up a core memory here.
So if anything, my player yours wouldn't exist without mine. So mine's better.
Fair enough. Like
I love this.
here's the thing: is that your player, like he was good, and my player modeled his game after yours, came up even better. Like
Can I say what yours is?
you can guess what my
When
player.
you find the puck.
Ha! Even better, right? So my player, number 2 overall for me. Number two, my second pick.
Yep.
When you lose the puck, you go and get it, and there's another puck right next to it. You lose You think you lost it. You go to reach
That
for it,
never
and you
happens.
say, "Oh no, it happens. It happens." You shoot it, and there's little. You go to reach it. You go,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah, you find a couple.
a second puck. Now you've got another puck,
Yeah.
and now you're not worried anymore. Like I can try to shoot high now. I can go for the crossbars because even if I lose one, I got one more over here. Yeah, you lose one, find two.
Yeah, that's pretty good, but I think it's better just to not have to go out at all. Don't have to dull the skates up. You just keep the puck in play.
all right, Chippy.
Are you guys done? Because I would
Yeah.
like to see this spark up again. If you
Uh-huh.
guys were gonna.
No, we're done. We're
Oh,
done.
Okay. So number 1 was winning. Can't really beat that. And then number 2 was
Destroying a
dominating a 12-year-old AAA player. That's a great pick too.
Mhm.
Number 3, extremely solid. I'm gonna say, I already know there's some comments. Chippy's list was so good.
Chippy W.
Chippy
I wonder who's
W.
going to comment
Does
that first.
Chippy ever miss? I'm gonna go number 3 is
We need a drum roll.
This down right here.
yeah, I get that.
Let me get this ready.
Are you ready? A drum roll.
Number 3 is when you hit the post.
The pipe.
When you
Make the
score.
pipe sing.
When you score, when you make the pipe sing and the game winner.
Oh, pipe sing.
Yeah,
Game winner.
pipe sing crossbar.
Mm.
Oh,
Playing crossbar.
you know what? A lot of times you don't want to aim for the posts in pond hockey, right? You want to keep. Let's not lose any pucks here.
When you snipe one. Yeah, exactly. When you're in, it's a do or die 1-goal game. Next goal wins, and you make the pipe sing.
Huh?
So scoring a goal, winning the game winner, hitting the crossbar.
All very game oriented. I like
Game
it.
oriented.
Yeah,
I mean, that's where
He's a player. He's a AAA player. You
I
can't-
wasn't showing up to drink hot chocolate on the side of the outdoor rink.
Oh, you just took my pick,
Okay,
Chippy.
I'm not there to do that.
You just
I'm
took
saying
my-
a great pick, but I'm not there to do that.
Cross it off the
Right?
list.
I'm not there. I'm not there to do that.
boys.
I'm there to develop my game. I'm there to win. I'm there to.
When your mom warms up your toes because they're cold.
Yeah, I'm not there to do that.
I just took Hayden's neck.
No, boys. I can't believe this fell.
Oh,
and-
don't even say it.
Hayden, you're gonna be crying when I take.
No.
You're not taking mine right now.
This
so.
I'm not. I won't even be upset because this is such an elite pick. This player on the team. Without this, it's a completely different experience on the
I know,
ODR.
can I say what you're gonna say?
No, because I want to get it out.
Oh, I know what it is.
And when you're at the ODR and you're playing, it's a great time. You're shooting it off the post,
I
you're having a
know what you're
good
gonna say.
time. But when the
not true outdoor
goalie
rink.
shows up
Oh.
and you have a goalie for the ODR, that should have been number 1.
Oh, that's a top tier. That's a top.
You
tier
have an
pick.
actual goalie show up to
when
the
a
ODR.
goalie shows up.
Beauty.
At the ODR.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you
I'm
just woke
sorry.
up from a dream.
Like that. That's just wow.
You know what? It's okay.
That's okay.
It's like it's not really true outdoor rink hockey. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Oh, but it's
Every
it's
time a
not
goal.
true outdoor rink hockey. You
every
know what I'm saying?
time-
Like,
even if it's just like the
it's not
road
as good as
hockey
hitting the
pads.
post, you know?
Someone shows up with the road hockey pads. You get out the road hockey ball. It's still
it's
elite.
not as good as
Guys,
hitting the post.
Every
right? Like,
time a goalie shows
it's not
up,
as good as making the pipe sing. So
they don't have their pads, and you're like, I'm just playing out today. I'm just playing out. They got their goalie skates on. They're playing out, and they're working on their toe drags. Get in the net. You're
know
a
what?
goalie.
Know
You're a
what?
goalie.
I think it actually normally causes more disagreement
Mm.
because
No, I
only one side you're only shooting on the one goalie.
No, you just play over and back.
It teaches
over and
it,
back.
And you
it
take
teaches
turns
problem
going
solving skills.
Over
you
and
make
back.
the
You can't
teams.
play over.
You all
and back.
decide as a
Dude,
group.
I used to bring the goalie
It's-
equipment, and my brother and I would take turns going in net.
There you go. All
You
right,
need 2 goalies.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
you need one.
yeah. Because
That's really
I want to
not-
shoot on the goalie. Then you don't even end up playing hockey.
The
'cause you're going,
goalie.
no, I want to shoot on the goalie.
Dude, you just play half over and back. That's the.
There's so many solutions
Yeah.
here. We've seen all, and then it always ends with let's do a shootout. Everyone's tired. Let's do a shootout
Yeah,
for an hour on this goalie until
Okay.
he's like,
It's an okay pick.
it's a great pick.
It's an-
Don't even
alright.
diss my pick.
It's okay, bud. It's okay. Don't gas yourself up too much.
my pick. I got to set the scene here, right? Sometimes show up to the ODR, you're just your mom drops you off, right? And you're playing. You don't really know the people, this and that, right? But sometimes you're there and you're with all your buds,
Right.
right? And this is where my pick comes into play. This is when it happens when you are just no rules hockey and you get to blast. You get close to the snowbank, boom.
Oh, there's no
hip
boards.
check into the snowbanks.
Full
The
contact.
hip check, full contact, but it's only when you're close to because the puck goes close to the snowbank,
Yeah.
and who's gonna go try to dig it out? Who's gonna right? And your buddy, and it's your friend, and he goes to try to get you, just skate and pop, 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 and he knows it's coming, boom, and you blow him up.
It's literally like NHL 3s on the Xbox or whatever.
Yeah.
If you go to the first person to touch the puck isn't the one that comes out with it because
Yeah.
you get blown up.
So give me blowing someone up into the snowbank, and it's always when it's your friends are there, right? You're not gonna do that to the
To the
little 8-year-old.
AAA 12-year-old kid, you're gonna do that too. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's my third. That's my third.
I'm gonna say end to end, walk everyone out there. Just an end to
A
end.
Bobby Orr end to
A
end.
highlight reel.
Bobby or end to end, and everyone's like, "Is it this kid's like who is like?" Now they're like, "Is this kid like a top?"
Got their attention.
Yeah.
No, is this kid like top 10 in Ontario? Is he
Right.
top 10 in Canada? Like, who is this kid? You just walked, like, you toe dragged the first guy. You just made a nice move to the outside. On like, they have no match for you, and you walk the entire other team.
Mm.
You don't even need to score. You just walk the entire team, and you just keep doing that. And you're stick lifting. The guy tries to take it off. You stick lift the kid.
Just
and then
asserting
you
your
put it through
dominance.
dominating everyone else out there, and now they're like, "Oh, is this kid like top 10 in Canada?" Like, and or yeah, exactly. There you go.
The end to end.
I like that.
Just
That's a good feeling.
it's the great feeling, like when when you assert that you're the most dominant player on the ice. And every time I showed up, what did I say? I'm the best outdoor rink hockey player in the world. That's what it felt like every time I showed up to any rink. It was
Can't relate.
You
wouldn't know.
knew there was an end to end happening, and I was gonna
Yeah.
walk the entire team.
Love it.
Yeah. So
But there's a pick that I love more. Obviously, I'm going to say that.
because when you've never done something like that, it's easy. I know it's not relatable. That's not as relatable. It's
yeah,
just,
no, I
you would.
I
in
never
your
walked
dreams,
end to
though.
end,
You in
yeah.
your dreams, though. Exactly. It's like a
Yeah.
dream one. It's like a dream weaver. You're
Yeah.
like, damn, like, I wish I could have had that. Like, but
Mhm.
I couldn't even come up to in my imagination because it never happened.
but this pick,
But that's okay.
my pick, there's nothing that beats this feeling. And it kind of goes hand in hand with my first overall pick. And arguably, this is a better feeling sometimes. You show up, rinks covered in snow. You get out the shovel. If there even is a shovel there, you're starting to clear it off. You've been going at it about 10, 15 minutes, starting to lose hope because it's still snowing out. And the guy shows up with the snowblower
Boom.
to clear it off.
The
When
snow-
does that
when the-
happen?
It happened
I've
to Haden and I.
never
It happened to
I've
Jared.
never
It
had
happened
that
to me
happen.
growing up. There's rinks where people clear it off from across the road.
Community ring. And the guy's snowblower got stuck. We helped to get a
Guy shows
Yeah.
up with a
Push him out.
snowblower.
yeah
To
yeah,
clear off the rink
clear
and
up.
save you.
The reinforcements.
Yes.
When the
Oh,
reinforcements
breaks the
show
ice so you
up.
can't play because he put a hole in the ice.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
okay. It's Mr. Snowblower. Use your hands.
The reinforcements.
I'm liking my list, boys.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
it's,
know.
it's not a bad
I
list.
love my list too.
I've
I love my list.
I've got one, and I know some people don't agree with these because I kind of go for like the more emotional, the feeling type of thing.
Mhm.
My fourth pick,
It's true to you.
we're talking about the best part of the ODR,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take, you're out there, you're playing, you're going, you don't want to give up. It's like it's not like shifts. You don't take shifts. You're always on,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you're like hour, it's sweating. You need a break.
Oh, I have
right?
the best
And-
one.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's all right.
Sorry,
That's all right. It's good. I'm
I
inspiring
have
you.
the best one.
I'm inspiring the
no,
next
it's nothing to do
generation.
with yours. Nothing to do with yours.
I just inspired the next generation.
Sorry, I'm in my
Jared,
own
what's
head.
your pick?
Sorry.
It's when you finally just take a break and you get some water in you, and it's just that moment where it's just like, oh, and you're outside and you're looking at the rink, and some little snowflakes are coming out. Just taking like 5 minutes,
Oh,
that 5 minute breather,
okay.
and you know that it's gonna get fired up again. But you know that break in the mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but I just love that. It's just you're cooling down. You're just preparing to go back to battle, right? Give me that 5 minute
Yeah, you're
break.
trying to get
the
your heart rate
refreshments.
down.
You pull your water out of the snowbank. It's got a little bit of slush in it. It's like, oh, that's refreshing, right? Yeah,
That's a
that
great
moment.
pick.
Give me that five.
It's a great
Give
pick.
me that moment.
That's kind of an overlap with my last pick.
All right,
but
all right,
I
I'm
might
sorry.
change it
All
up.
right.
We'll
Well,
see.
I'm gonna include a couple things on mine, just so you guys know.
What?
It's a bluebird day, sunlight
Love it.
shining down.
Love it.
And you guys are playing sticks in the middle. So you're creating this whole little scene. So I'm
Oh,
gonna create
dude.
a scene for you too.
I mean, okay.
So you're actually not on. You're on a lake,
Mm-hmm.
and the the four-wheeler with a snowplow just snowplowed the entire rink, so it's like almost full ice surface. It's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
full rink,
Yep.
and it's a bluebird day,
Yeah, I love it.
and it's about maybe -3.
Yeah. Weather's important. Not
Minus
too cold.
-3. It's like a
Uh-huh.
perfect. You could play in a sweater.
Your mom just won the lottery.
Sun's blazing.
Earlier that day.
Sticks in the middle.
This
Sticks in the
is
middle.
a novel.
So right, sticks in the middle,
Uh-huh.
and then you get put on the same the sticks. You got put on the same team as your friend.
Oh,
You
okay.
showed up
All of
with-
that story you just said is not even related to your pick. Why did you get to do that?
Yeah.
Just you get put on the same team as your friend.
Yeah,
It
sticks in the middle, and you're on the same team as your buddy, and it's a bluebird day.
When
and
I
you
edit
know
this-
you're about to dominate the other team because you and your buddy are on the same
Dude,
team. You're both AAA. and
Bluebird
you're both-
Day is one pick on
What?
its own. I'm not giving you both.
I know.
Sa-
no,
I wrote same team as your friend.
Yes.
That's your pick.
but you can't now pick Bluebird Day, and that's why I said it because I knew you were gonna say
No,
it.
that's not what I was.
Well,
gonna say.
then you have to give me both then. Because he made an experience. Oh, we're
Well, my pick is the 5-minute break.
when I breathe in the air and I get the water out of the slushy. That could have been a pick in itself, picking up a little
Drinking water.
drinking out of the snowbank.
No, because it's a 5-minute break. The break, that calm down, just a calm. Where it's
Yeah,
like
it's the stick.
you,
in the,
you felt it when
it's-
you're just like, oh,
it's the
I
stick
needed
in the
that.
middle, and you're on your buddy's team, and
'Kay.
you low key. You're the one that's doing it, and your buddy. How about when your buddy cheats for you, so he knows what stick you
He
have?
knows the knob you
He
have.
knows the knob you have, and he puts you on the right team.
Yeah.
It's the best
Or
feeling.
the peeking below the toque.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. the guy that peeks below the two, so he puts himself with all the best players,
Yeah.
and your team's stacked.
All right, my last pick.
Yep.
This Jer, I am going with the one that I had in my mind because
Beauty.
there's some over. I'll let you be the judge
Oh.
because there's some overlap with your break one,
Mhm.
but this one is a completely different feeling for me,
Mhm.
and it's after you've been out on the ODR for hours and hours, you're sweating, you've got
Sounds
the
familiar.
cold, you're you just had like the greatest ODR session ever,
Mhm.
and
And your mom just won the lottery earlier that
No.
morning.
no.
And it's Bluebird.
And it's a blue day, blue skies, beautiful day. No, after you've had
Fresh
a great
flood.
after you've had a great session on the ODR, you go home.
Yeah.
You've got that feeling where you're just like it's like a runner's high. Like you just
Oh, I see.
work so hard, you skated
Yeah,
so
okay.
hard, and you get to have a drink of water, you get to eat.
Yeah.
And-
oh,
and
the
you ju-
replenishment.
The replenishment, the feeling after
Is this
you've just
at
had,
the ODR? Like,
It's not-
it's a
not.
part of the
Is
ODR.
a flag? Am I putting a flag up right now? Like, is this
Oh, there's a flag on the
I've
flag.
had
the
the
best part of ODRs?
I've-
You're saying when you're not there?
Guys, I've had that feeling when you're
the afterglow. The
when you're
afterglow.
when you're done at the rink, even
No,
if you're
I
just
understand.
driving home, you get that feeling of like I just put in hard work
Yeah.
and I had fun, and
Okay.
it's just the feel. It's like a runner's high feeling,
What am I calling this?
Runner's
The
high.
payoff?
Runner's
The
high.
payoff?
the delayed gratification of just like working hard and
Playing
having
for 2
fun.
hours and
The
you're
reward.
freezing
So
cold.
my buddy and I one time
It's a great pick.
took a four-wheeler. We were young, right? We took a four-wheeler down to the rink, shoveled it off. We played for like 5 hours. We're like, after 3 hours, that's a long time, 5 hours. So we started at, say, 1 p.m., right? And we played for an hour, played for another hour, just me and him. And it gets to like
Two of you guys?
just 2 guys.
How do you play for
I,
5 hours?
I don't know, dude. We loved hockey. So it was like 4,
Holy- I
right?
did too, but
and we were tired. And like, you want to keep going? He's like, let's just keep playing until
you
it's
guys
dark.
like running
Yeah.
drills? Like, what were you guys doing?
I can't, we're just there. We're flowing.
F1, F1,
We were flowing.
F2.
We were flowing.
Like just doing. Oh, okay. Can we do another?
You know what I mean? Like,
Can we go around again?
we were
No.
saucing. We were saucing. We were working on
I was gonna
deflections,
say, when
tipping
you-
the
when you're doing
pocket.
full ice sauce with you and your buddy.
Exactly right. You throw sauces for like half an
One-
hour, and like let's
yeah.
try to tip some in, and it's like, oh, let's try let's put the net in the middle, try to sauce it over that.
Okay,
And
you
then-
can't take all of these.
I'm not. No, I'm not taking that. I,
Okay, yeah. What's your
you
last
asked.
pick?
You just asked, but
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm trying to get. So then it got dark, right? And we couldn't see the puck anymore. Like, I guess it's time to leave now. We were gassed, and we're like, we need to eat. So we took the four-wheeler into town, pasta, chicken, like
Carb
sauce,
load,
right?
carb
We
load after.
carb loaded and
Yeah.
we feasted. We feasted. It was an amazing experience. So I that's what I'm saying for the after.
Yeah,
That is like I will never
there's-
forget that moment.
it's like
And
a
then you go play
different feeling
Xbox.
than like you get that feeling if you had a hard day's work outside, like actually doing work.
Yep.
But it's different when it's like something that you actually just love doing for hours and hours, and you feel that
Yep.
exhaustion, runner's high. Like
Yeah.
it is a runner's high, but it's like a hockey player's high.
All right, now
I would. Okay, there's another one.
I need to draft a player here.
Oh, you're still going?
He didn't pick yet.
This,
Yeah,
is,
he's
my,
just,
this is my last pick.
he's just gassing up
He
my
just wants
pick.
that
And,
mic, eh?
and I think my player is still on the board. You guys can let me know if he's already been drafted. But I would take one of the best parts of the ODR. Just give me sticks in the middle.
No,
Because I think
no, that's my pick.
Dude,
I
okay,
think
wait,
I think you drafted when you're on the same team as your friend.
No, I said stick in the middle, and then
And
just let him have it because that's, in my opinion, a
Yeah,
worse
I'll-
pick
yeah,
because
that's
you
what-
already have the best feeling when you
Yeah.
have
No,
sticks in the
yeah,
middle when you
take
get matched with a good
take it.
player.
Ooh,
You know,
I just
creative,
love.
Jer. That's very creative.
I can
Very
backtrack.
creative.
I'll take a different player.
No, you can't. Once it's said.
I would love sticks in the middle because for me, when you're at the rink, all these people, I don't know this person, I don't know that person, whatever, you start messing around, everyone's messing around. You don't know if you're going to play a game or not. And then eventually, maybe it's you're the leader, and you say, hey guys, sticks in the middle.
That's
right?
just craziness. That we're just.
just the feeling of
And
The
you know
communal
that a
feeling.
game is
I
going to
already have
happen.
it. I already
right?
have the pick, so it's like.
Do you? Because you said when you're.
I said sticks in the middle, and then you win.
You
Not
said.
only, not only is it sticks in the middle, so not only is it sticks in the middle, but then you're on the same team as your buddy.
Okay, so I was
So-
waiting
so-
for
so-
you to finalize what your draft pick was because you said Bluebird Day, you're on the lake, guy clears it, right?
Oh,
and
Mr.
and then
Mr.
you put
Mr.
the six.
Slushy, Mr. Snowbank, and you breathe in some air. How about breathing on the ODR? That's a great one. Breath work on the ODR. Come on.
All right, I can pick. I'll draft someone else.
Yeah. Yes, you will.
I would
draft?
just I would give it to him honestly.
No,
Too
because
similar.
people in the comments will tell you that sticks in the middle is the number one pick. It's the first overall.
No way.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I
Sticks in the
couldn't
middle is
believe
the first
it dro-
overall.
I couldn't believe it dropped.
Okay, I will take.
So I mean, I took
a
the
new
draft
player.
again. I did take the draft again. I did it. I
Nope.
did it again.
I-
Chippy did it again. That's what the comments. He did it again.
Okay, I not when I review these. Okay,
I saw a comment. Chippy, keep
Alright,
winning those drafts.
Let's let Jer go through our picks.
I haven't even drafted yet. You guys threw the flag for the sticks in the middle.
Chippy did. I did.
I threw a flag.
Doesn't matter. I have
Alright,
another one.
alright.
I can
Go-
keep
go.
going.
I do too.
I
I do
I
too.
could draft for 10, 15.
Chippy,
Or
you and
15.
I are locked in. We're done. Jer has
I
one
could-
more.
I could have another one.
I've got depth.
No.
Okay.
So do I.
One of the best moments of the ODR when you get the new twig and you get to go test it
You
out.
never use the new twig.
Come on.
on the
You
ODR.
just got a new stick. You sat there, you taped it. You put the
You can't
and
use
you're
it
like,
on the ODR.
yes, you can. Are you kidding me? That's when you get to know it. That's when you become you got to know it a little bit when you're taping it, and now you become best friends out there on the DR.
I
don't
always
know.
use my backup on the
Yeah, I was
ODR.
never.
Yeah.
Because I didn't trust the guy, like anyone that I was playing with, to not break my.
But when
New stick.
when it's Christmas and you just got your new stick and you don't have any games or practice because the Christmas break, and
Ah.
you need to use that stick,
Yeah, I get
you
it. I
need
get
to
it.
feel how that feels to
It's a good
shoot
pick.
and
It's a
stick
good
in,
pick.
right?
It's a good pick.
And you go out and you just
I like it. Yeah.
It's
okay.
a good pick. I want to say one just.
You
because
sold me on
my
the painted
draft is
picture.
so insane. How about outdoor rink on a snow day?
love that.
Snow
Love
day.
that. Yeah.
Snow
'Cause
day.
you know you can stay for like 4 hours.
Snow day. That one.
Alright.
Snow day going on draft is insane.
Drafting first overall, Chippy's pick. He's got winning.
Winning a battle. Okay, like winning.
No,
but, like-
winning. Just winning the
but, like,
game.
winning. That's what I'm saying. Winning, but like, let me just give you a little. Like,
I'm trying to go quickly
Just,
over the
just
list.
let him
here.
read
Like
through it.
winning-
We
You already drafted.
told it.
You already drafted.
winning a battle when it's like a 12-11 game and you
Right.
guys are like,
Okay.
and then you end up winning it.
All right, so Chippy, first overall, he's got winning the game. ODR.
While you're there,
Number 2, putting a AAA kid in a blender.
what a pick.
Number 3, making that pipe sing. Just to win the game.
To win the
To win the game. Number 4, love this one, going end to end. When,
walking. Just
when you just walk everyone out, it could be like 10 versus 10 because everyone showed up, and you just dominate
And
every
now-
single one of those
now they're
guys.
all like, holy smokes!
And
this-
s-
and then
And
you're actually,
sometimes you beat the same guy twice.
you're actually getting some comments from the dads like,
Where did you play?
wow, like
When the guy comes, where did you play? Where do you play? Where do you play?
no, you get a comment that he makes the other dads. Well, what he says? Oh, well, the dad says some comment like,
Let me get to the
oh,
idea.
like, well, I'm trying to get the comment that the dad would say about this. He's like, oh, like, well, we're out of our league. Well,
Right.
we're past our prime now, eh?
Hey,
And the dad
hey,
laughs. The
Kid-
dad
hey
laughs.
kid, he calls his son off. Hey, Dustin, get your boots on.
Or
Yeah.
no, the kid goes, where do you play? That's the
Yeah,
where do you
exactly.
play?
Where do you
My
play?
dad
That's
says,
what I'm
"Where do
saying.
you play?"
When they ask where do you play,
So
that's when you
walk
know.
the whole team, but then you get the where do you play?
Where do you play? Oh, yeah, they want to know. All right, let me give you your whole list.
Okay, where do you play? Is like
Where do you play? Winning AAA kids in a blender, making the pipe sing, going end to end, and then when you get put on the same team as your bud,
Sticks
you
in
know,
the
you're
middle,
gone.
same team. Sticks in the middle, same.
It's one or the other. It's one or the
No,
other.
it's not.
It's one or the other. You didn't
No,
pick sticks
It's
in the middle.
winning sticks in the
No,
middle.
I giving Chippy sticks in the middle because you basically just won sticks in the middle because you ended up with your player you wanted to be on.
All
He
right.
doesn't want to give it, but because that's
I'm not giving you sticks in the. He gets sticks in the middle.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah.
take it. Hayden.
and you don't want to end up saying.
Hayden's list.
I don't like the way he didn't say sticks in the middle on my list there.
Hayden's list. Perfect ice.
Mm.
When you rip a shot, it looks like it's gonna go out, but the puck stays in. It's a nice moment.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, when a goalie shows up.
It's a big pick.
Yeah.
Number 4, it's starting to snow. You get the shovel. You start clearing. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Nope. Snowblower. The guy with the snowblower shows up.
Reinforcements.
Boom. And in the 5th overall pick for Hayden's team, it's just the reward. How good you feel after.
The runner's high.
Yeah, the runner's high.
That one's a weak one.
Skater's high. All right.
That's not a weak one. I like that one.
For me, number 1, recreating a highlight reel goal. Number 2, you lose.
For number 1 overall? That was your number 1? That's crazy.
Anyway, let him finish his list.
I don't even know if you're a hockey player. If that's not one of your top things to do it, what else do
No,
you
my
do?
top was going end to end, and the guy goes, where do you play?
That was actually your 3rd, 4th.
I'm saying, so I couldn't believe that one's number 1 for you.
I can't believe that you're not out there recreating highlight reel goals. That's what every kid does.
I am. I'm just doing it against actual guys, right?
No,
All right, let's
I'm not-
Jared just
I'm not-
finish
I'm
your
not
list.
using- I'm not
Chippy's
using-
bashing you hard, but Chip and I made a look at each other. We're like,
Yeah, we made a look, and then it was like, oh my goodness.
that's fine.
No,
but
I'm just
but
going.
every
I'm just
single
joking,
kid,
Jer.
every single
Just
kid,
joking.
every single kid, except for maybe you two plugs.
No, I was.
No,
just,
I'm not
there
I was
recreating.
just too busy walking the entire team and
I
doing
did
it
that.
and creating
Yep.
my own.
I just
highlight
wouldn't
reel.
pick it first. Is all, obviously, because I would have picked it.
I was too busy toe drag releasing human
It's-
beings.
It's possibly the best thing you can do at the ODR.
Or how about against someone?
Well, actually, when the goalie shows up, is the elite most number 1 pick. So
Well, it's not yours.
no, it's not. Number 1, recreating the highlight reel moves. Number 2, you lose a puck and you find 2. Lose one and oh, there's a bonus puck.
Jared's trying. Jared's heading out.
Oh my gosh.
Chippy's laughing at everything. Actually, though, we are gonna wrap up the pod.
Are you
Where's
seriously?
his notes?
Jer, come finish your picks. Come finish your picks. Just come finish your picks, Jer. They're good. I think-
Chippy's just hedging his list by bashing Jared's picks.
Oh. It's part of the draft, okay? It's part of what makes it fun. But
Oh,
where'd you throw it?
Jared picked 4th. He picked the break, the
Jer,
5-minute break.
apologize. I thought you could handle the banter, but I think I got under his skin a little too much. I apologize, Jer.
I'm trying to quickly wrap.
Oh my goodness. Don't tell me. Come on. We gotta finish it, man.
Oh, where did it go? It's on the ground.
Can we pause? I think you.
I don't know where it went. Do you not remember your picks? They're that forgettable.
Stop. Okay,
Everyone heard his picks.
okay,
We're just gonna
Jer
end it. We're just gonna
threw
end it.
the-
Oh, he
okay,
found
got
it. He
We got
found
it
it.
back. Okay, welcome back.
Let's be silent.
Jer, I
Chippy.
apologize. Your picks were phenomenal, and
All right, so since we're doing this, let's go back to Chippy's.
let's go to Chippy.
Winning, it's so generic. Winning, it's like why? That's not even ODR. Winning is good at right. So winning is super generic. Honestly, it's a bad pick. AAA kid in a blender. That one's good. Making the pipe sing. That's like what's ODR? You can do that anywhere. At the ODR, I don't even think you put much thought into that. Going end to end, I like that one. Same team as your friend, but then you try to claim sticks in the middle as well.
I said winning.
Honestly-
I said winning sticks in the middle, and you're with your buddy.
Okay, I like
I'm
that.
giving Chippy that one.
I do think that your selection here is probably the weakest since we're just rating every
Oh,
single pick.
Yeah, I am rating every single pick.
Okay. Hayden's is really strong. We got perfect ice. The puck stays in. I thought that was a little weak. When the goalie shows up is elite. The snowblower is awesome. And the reward after, a little bit of a stretch, but I don't mind it. Right. Then we got my list. We got recreating the highlight reel goals, playing that one special moment and becoming that player. We got you lose one puck, you find two. Every kid loves that. Everyone who's been to an outdoor rink. See, I'm questioning how often you even went to the ODRs. If you're not,
Oh, you're questioning my outdoor rink ability.
If you don't hear that and it sparks like
Which
this
one?
core memory, any of them, they're all core ODR memories. The number 3
for you, they're core for you. It's your list.
For anyone who went to the outdoor rink.
No, because it's not core for me. I told you my core list. Told you my core list, Jer.
Number 3.
What's number 3?
When you blow a guy up into the snowbank. When you blow a guy up into the snowbank.
Good pick.
Absolutely. Number 4 is
the break.
I have bad writing here.
Thanks. What is it? The break.
Number 4 is that moment where everything calms down. You just take a breather, just relaxing, and you're just appreciating being out there at the rink. It's that moment when it's just like I'm just out here playing hockey, right? No pressure. And the 5th one is when you get the new twig and you finally get to test it out. You bring it out to the rink to get familiar with it, so you can snipe some goals when you're out there for your full game.
That's a Christmas, New Year's special for sure.
That's a great pick, Jared. It's a phenomenal list. It's a phenomenal list.
And Jeremy wins the draft.
Shut up.
Jeremy wins it.
I would say it's close between me and Haden.
No, my list is phenomenal.
I don't know. I feel it's like
winning.
It's too generic. It's like it's not the ODR. Like winning is good, but we could say what's the best thing to do in a hockey game.
I'm gonna put a poll down below.
No,
making the pipes.
Have you never been in a this is what I don't understand. Have you never been in a battle on the outdoor rink when it's like a 12-11 game?
I'm gonna start
and
the
you
music.
win it?
But I say it's not really ODR specific.
What do you mean
I mean,
ODR
I wasn't gonna come at you, but you came at me, right? So
ODR.
it's like winning. Yeah, it's great. You just play in a regular game. So in a regular hockey arena, winning is good.
ODR. What are you going to the outdoor rink to do?
Putting a kid in a blender, making the pipes,
and that's when the fist started flying.
No, this is the best part of the segment. Probably the best part of the whole podcast. So what's the second one? AAA kid in a blender. That's the best thing to do ever.
I like that one.
You get the punk kid that shows up, that's walking everyone.
But is it really ODR specific? Because you can just do that.
You're not playing. You don't play because you don't have an adult versus a kid.
Yeah.
Ever. So that's why it's ODR specific.
Making the pipes sing.
When you ever?
Of course, that's nice. You do that in a game. You do it in practice. Do it anywhere.
And it's always phenomenal. You can always have a break. After the game. That's what I'm saying. You can always have a break. You can always recreate in mini sticks. You can recreate.
To be fair, the making the pipe sing.
You could do that in practice too. Right?
Making the pipe sing.
You could recreate in the imagination in practice as well before it starts.
It's more special in the outdoor rink though.
Making the pipe.
That's what I'm saying. It's more special to win on the ODR. More special to make the pipe sing on the ODR.
Yeah.
Making the pipe sing on the ODR.
We can go back and forth.
I'm
not setting off a
distinct ring to it.
My side here.
Because outdoor rinks, especially if they have like the waist high boards, but the open top and the trees and the whistle, like there's like it lasts just long enough that you can enjoy the sound of the post, but it's not harsh on the ears at all.
Yeah.
The which?
Making the pipe sing on the ODR.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys,
I'm
gonna put a poll. I'm gonna put a poll down below.
Poll up.
Everyone can vote Chippy W, and we can call it that. Everyone have a nice day.
Chippy W.
Thank you for listening to the pod. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make amends out of this. There's gonna be a next week. It looks a little heated. Jared was throwing the.
I should have just dropped the gloves.
We should have dropped the gloves.
Don't you ever laugh at my pick.
Yeah, I think that's it.